All right. Hi, everyone. Just taking a look, seeing everything. Looks like we're working. Okay. Yeah, we're just talking yard maintenance right now because we're old and adults, other than Carly. But I hate having a yard. Yeah, I want an apartment. I like our house, but with what we have in the back. Like if I move the trailer out and we don't want the get rid of the trailer, or whatever, I now have a 20 by 20 thing back there. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to. So. Yeah, you get the truck off the street or whatever. Well, no, wintertime. Actually, I'd park the car in there and you only use the truck during wintertime. Truck's a 4x4, for God's sakes.
The car's supposed to go to the garage. I mean, it doesn't right now because you're using it as a workshop, but it's supposed to.
It's the slope in the front yard for me. It's because I'm going downhill and up. Downhill and up.
My
Yeah.
coworkers,
Thank you.
I go into work when it snows and I'm like, oh, I had to shovel snow. And I've got one coworker that's like, I live in a condo. I've got another coworker that's like, I live in a townhouse. All of our yard work is split out. Three of the guys live at home with their parents, and their parents don't make them do it. And then the final guy.
Oh, question. Everyone actually has their things on?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
And then the final guy, he actually has an acreage. So he has a lawn tractor. I'm like,
I'm going to check.
so it's
Yeah, because Jay Bear saying the player sound is bad?
They had people that would do it, but there were so many units that you usually would take off. So if we need to go before that, we just go do our own.
gotcha.
But that's, anyway. All right. Hi, everyone. So,
Jana, that's just how we sound.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we are going to, so when last we left, you guys had finished off the trolls. You had made your way, you fought a drake, a flame drake, and then you made your way back to Stag's Inn, where you completed building a general store. So what that does for you guys for the general store is it actually allows you to purchase items up to level 3 now. That's the level of your town. And that allows that also it triggers the expansion of your town as well, as in you get more plots now. But before you can add more buildings to additional plots, you have to finish off your 4x4 grid.
Right.
So currently you have your tenement, your inn, and your general store. So you have one more plot. Now some, my sounds great. Theirs is echoey.
Yeah, without a general store, we can only purchase level 1 stuff.
Would have been level -2.
Level
Yeah.
5, we could only purchase level
3.
3 stuff.
Yeah. And there are items that you guys should be looking at. Keith and I actually just stumbled on most of these things during his.
It is hard to hear us.
Really?
It sounds like we're far away.
That's because I am.
I mean, let's be honest. Is really the important one here?
Okay, suck up.
It sounds like we're under.
Oh, did I have something on my nose?
There we go.
Maybe just shut off your nose and join the correct side here.
That's the other question: is how much space does the
Meal take up?
mill take up?
It's a 1.
One.
Oh,
That'll
okay.
work then.
So yeah, it'll fit in our little 4x4 because we used up 3 of the 4.
And it's 1.
So we used up 3 of the 4.
So now we build a residence on the next one, and we can go to town. Anything else?
Yeah, that'd be another reason to not go with the lumberyard. Yeah, because the lumberyard is 2.
Doesn't fit.
So yeah.
Okay, so plan for lumberyard for future turn, but this turn I think we need the mill.
Yeah, mill reduces our consumption by 1, so we'll be able to start building up
Our food stocks, yeah, just in case something happens or we want to
Yeah,
build,
get it 2, 4, and then
or we want to expand our army.
we do need food for some things as well.
Like if we want to go to war with the lizard folk.
And literally
What the hell? Curly?
To go see this movie. And we sat through the entire thing, and then finally the end credits came up, and Tom Cruise's name fired up, and he's like, that was Tom Cruise. And I'm like, you didn't get that? But he actually did like the fat fingers and everything.
That was Brad Pitt in the first Deadpool movie.
Yeah, that I knew.
Playing the Vanisher.
Every now and then he'd appear. Or no, he didn't.
It wasn't until he hit the power lines that you briefly see Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know why you didn't hear that, but all right. I didn't bother turning it on. You guys never looked at it anyway, so.
What?
Oh, I look at it sometimes.
I look at it
It's hard to
sometimes.
see at this angle.
We need to get a non-reflective
I
coat on
like
it.
I just like the aesthetic of it.
I do too.
Right?
I look at it occasionally.
Yeah, I look at it. Maybe don't use it as often.
I look at it. Come on. When I'm bored, I look down. Come on up.
It's a tabletop role-playing game. You're never
You
bored.
need tabletop. How you play it up the tabletop?
Players never stack dice and stuff during games. Never.
No.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like Corey, how dare you mention that you had to wrangle players? What wrangling do we need? How we're so focused and on task at all times. The look on his face. We never hair off. On some
I don't know
stuff.
what game you're playing.
Literally. Comparatively, we're not too bad, but yeah, we still get distracted.
Yeah.
You guys like a pack of rabid squirrels?
I would love to. I think it'd be so fun.
We're down to one goblin.
Yeah, we're down to one from the original.
Honestly, I would love to run Pathfinder games and just do themes.
Oh, it would be so fun.
Yep.
That's what we're trying to do.
Everybody's
Corey's like, I want to play goblin. Everyone else is like, we should all play goblins. So then they all play goblins. And then Corey's like, I don't like playing a goblin anymore. So he changes
everybody
it.
else's goblins.
And then I killed two other goblins, and now we're down to one goblin.
He murdered the shit out of it.
Everybody plays gnomes. Everybody plays halflings. Everybody plays humans. Everybody plays orcs.
Apparently there's a Pathfinder adventure path that's all underground, all dwarves.
Well, then you have all humans if you're playing underground.
What is it? It's
Oh, Skyheim?
yeah,
Yeah, it's High Helms.
Kyle.
It's the mod that goes with High Helm.
and apparently you never go above ground at all in the entire adventure.
Well, no, because you're inside their mountain.
Yeah, but like you never see sky.
Everybody has to play humans then. No dark.
Carly, could you do me a favor? Move the targeting.
Is there a claustrophobic race? You make them all that.
So close.
Gnomes are like straight out of the forest.
Yeah.
Everyone's a fucking badger. Only if you give no fucks.
Done.
Yeah, might be a stretch for you, Carly.
Nobody's allowed to be a European.
You have to put on your customer service voice and one skunk.
Let's hear yours then.
And one skunk.
I gotta be the She's tiny. Oh, okay, she's gotten to be a butterball lately, but even when she was tiny, sounded like a fucking elevator running around upstairs.
How does this guy?
It's him coming down.
Always does.
And you do not hear him going up and down the stairs.
No, it's the orange cats.
Oh, yeah.
It's orange cats. They love being noisy. Orange cats love being noisy.
Cereal pretty much from birth was, oh Lord, he a coming.
Yeah.
You literally, like, he likes to sleep on our bed upstairs, and I'll call him down for dinner, and you'll hear glomp, 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 all throughout the house.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna go through another. You guys are currently in Chthona, which is the basically December of the realm. So that is your winter, and we're gonna go into one more round of Kingdom turns because there's a few things we got to do. So
You need a good brushing.
there we go.
Jana says she can still barely hear us. She can hear Keith and I when we're being loud, but the rest of the time she can barely hear them.
That's so weird. Like I can move it up here, but it's gonna be awkward.
It's just Corey's narcissism kicking in. He only wants you to hear him.
I mean that too.
No, it's technology being finicky.
I know exactly. Jana says if we can't fix it, she's not gonna be able to watch us,
All right.
which I understand.
Tannery.
Since we already know we can't get Gwen to speak up, and we have to get Carly really excited to get her to speak up.
My voice doesn't turn no matter how loud I am.
I'm never quiet.
There we go.
We can. When it comes time for us to build the dump and a tannery, we can build them in the same
Where?
4 things. Yeah. Because they can't be built with residential. So we can build our dump, we can build our tannery, and we can build.
Unless we put in goblin tenements. Goblins love living near dumps.
No.
That can be where Knock Knock lives.
Except Knock Knock's gone down to the.
Oh yeah.
All right, that is the highest I can do. Is basically turn off your guys' gate and see what happens.
Is
That's
that any better, Jana?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Now we wait.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
Sounds suspiciously like, do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So when so we're gonna start with the next round.
Yes, we just got our resource points. 24 of them.
24.
Oh, we need a new magister.
Yes.
I can't hear Gwen at all.
Boo.
Well, that's normal.
Gwen. Well, that's normal.
Or we don't worry about
And
and
not
not
have any
having
warfare.
Warfare. Wait, what are you talking about?
Which is when Corey attacks us. Guaranteed.
So the first thing you do in the upkeep is
Well, what are our options for NPCs, Corey? Can we pull someone out of the populace
Restarting our
Yeah, you do.
mics?
if we need to? Because I don't remember who's where anymore. We sent some people down south.
Well, going down to the people that went down to the troll cavern was Knock Knock, Ekandayo, and Harim left.
that's why we lost.
So
those
who else do
Correct.
we have that isn't already in a position?
Other notable NPCs you have around the area that could be possibly Magister, Jubilost, the gnome alchemist. You guys rescued. He is absolutely in the he is in the city.
He hasn't become a resident.
Got
Not in the middle of the field anymore? Smart.
Nope.
No, can I ask him, hey, you want to do this? Yeah, open
Anyone else? I'm
We
saying no
would
to
have
him.
to talk to him anyways, because we kind of said that, like, if he gave us new hexes, that we give him new hexes when we explored. So he gave us a bunch of stuff when we looked at his map.
Yeah, he told you he showed you guys maps and stuff of the
It's like, yeah,
area.
I'll give you guys a good deal if you find new stuff, you show me. So we can tell him what we found.
I'm for us to. I'm for you to show us yours.
So is Jubilost the only one that's available for it, or is there other than generic NPC number 4?
There's no other people that you know. No, you need to actually place people that you know or you vacated. So
Okay. I guess we'll offer it to Jubilost.
well, it's vacant right now, and you suffer your -4 to any warfare check.
Right.
So do we want to approach Jubilost?
Jubilos, you want to contribute to the community that you live in.
Correct.
And if you don't, did you make the mistake of believing this was a democracy?
Yeah, exactly. He's intrigued by the idea of it.
Or is there someone else that wants a position and he can take their position?
Yeah,
Be a spellcaster.
Like,
So I presume he's a spellcaster.
I think so.
I presume he's probably a wizard or something. With
You're
Yeah,
a
they're in
wizard.
charge of all things
like
magical.
alchemist or just alchemical crafting.
Technically, anyone can be in any position.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Who else do we have?
I mean, I could become the magister if we want to put someone else.
You have Amiri.
Is she doing anything?
She was not interested in doing anything.
Right.
Amiri's
Probably
not
still not
interested.
Interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she would be just while he's away. Just be like, can you just stand in for a little bit?
Would he be interested?
Actually, sorry, no. Amiri's your warden. Sorry.
Yeah, Mary's our warden.
There is somebody who wasn't interested, though. You are correct.
Yeah. I think there were 2 people that were interested in warden, and that was it.
Yeah.
So the other option is I could go magister, and we could make someone else treasurer if Jubilost,
Jubilost. Yeah.
Jubilost.
If he's around.
If he's more interested in being treasurer, I could take the magister spot.
Oh, don't let him touch our money. We don't know him.
I mean,
He would be fine with either position. He would probably be more comfortable in the treasurer role because he is an alchemist by trade, not a caster by trade.
okay.
So he,
So he's full on alchemist? Oh, cool.
yep. So he would probably be more interested in that.
Okay. So why don't we put me in the magister role, and he can be the treasurer? If you guys are okay with that.
You are.
No.
No.
You're outvoted.
I already said you are. You
Whoops.
can't
Remember the part where I said this isn't a democracy?
Or
We also don't have guns.
I do.
I say you are.
Well, when you're the queen, you get the final say.
And Corey said guns could be a possibility if we really want it.
If possible, but in your head right now.
And he could be arming a hand crossbow.
Should be.
Second.
I'm not proficient with it, so I'm probably gonna miss. But
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, so I'm
Simple weapon?
sorry. I just got to find Jubilos.
I think all the crossbows are simple weapons.
I gotta find.
it just doesn't have the same effect to go.
What is going on here?
Just not.
If you're good, anything can be threatening if you try hard enough.
We should have an archery competition.
What is going on here?
That's okay.
That's what I thought.
I mean, we could. I am trained in it.
Longbows at 25 yards. 25 feet, sorry.
I was like, done. You said 25 cards. I was like, done. Let's do it.
Longbows at 25 feet.
Longbow? I thought you're not supposed to use them like that.
Yes, minus
Yeah.
2.
What
Minus
is
two
going
if you don't
on?
Have, if you don't have something to cancel out the volley.
I see.
Sounds like that's a problem for you.
How about I just pick you up and pummel you?
Oh.
It isn't a problem. She's an expert.
You
Fair.
shoot all
True.
Arming weapons.
That's true.
She'd be expert. And she has a composite, so she gets to add her strength to the damage.
I can't shoot. I don't have a bow, but I can, fire magic at him.
Why is something this turning into a beat up on OR thing?
That sounds like fun. And I need 20 feet.
She's just gonna throw him, and I'll start shooting magic at him.
25 feet.
Yeah,
I'm at a
right,
minus 2 as well.
Okay, something is really fucking going on weird with my fantasy grounds is all over the place. It's opening and closing here.
Oh.
Need to reboot it.
My entire computer needs to be rebooted.
Oh.
That'll fix our sound issue.
No, wrong computer.
No,
Different
don't go to that
computer.
computer.
That will unfortunately mean that we all get booted.
Oh, I see. Well, BRB.
No, I mean we can keep talking while we're going, but yes. So Jubilos is fine with
Being treasure.
being treasure. That's not a problem. You guys will have to log out of your fantasy grounds. It's going to boot you out anyway.
I'll just close it.
Yeah, just close it. That's the easiest way.
We can come back to that next.
All right, so we're talking off camera also. What we're going to be doing is we're going to run through about a half dozen or more kingdom turns, but we're going to be doing it on our Discord just because we do need to push the kingdom forward a little bit.
It's kind of lagging.
Yeah, it's a little lagging behind what you guys are at right now, so...
We can do a lot of adventuring, not so much kingdom building.
Yeah. And it's KingMaker, not Adventure Maker.
Well, and with the KingMaker, it is built that, as I was saying to the guys off camera, for you guys to have downtime. It's not meant for you guys to always be going on the adventure. It is, you got months and months and months where you can do downtime. The module at most points does hold events until you guys are ready for them. Some events are timed and will happen at certain points. But most of the time it is kind of your pace to do what you want to do. And, talking to other GMs and stuff, and they've had players take literally 8 to 10 turns to get their kingdom up and running. So
The character.
correct.
Because we're now like 4 levels ahead of our kingdom.
Which is the way it actually is for the most part. The kingdom rarely will end up your guys' level,
It'll advance a little bit quicker since you're allowing it to go in lockstep with us plus XP.
Correct. Yeah, like right now it sits at 550 out of 1,000 XP
Right.
on top of your on top of your level gains.
Okay. So at the end of this next kingdom turn. Oh yeah, it depends on how much XP we make. Okay, never mind. It won't be level 4 until we're
No.
level 4 or get another XP and get that
Yeah.
extra 500 XP.
But with the amount of kingdom turns we're going to be doing,
Yeah, you do 5 or 6 in a row, it's going to get us to level 4.
yeah, it should move your guys up to level 4.
Okay, the kingdom to level 4.
Cool. Yeah, our biggest issue is just finding when. Because I do have my weekday game.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
Oh, Keith is going to.
Yeah, that's the big part.
When are you coming back?
Next Monday.
Okay, so not this week.
Monday.
Okay, so sometime next week we'll get on Discord.
Ticket prices outside of those 2 specific dates were, one was 1,202, and I don't know. We didn't even look at what the return was.
Yeah, no. fair.
Flights in Canada are just so stupidly expensive.
They are. Like it's cheaper to fly to Mexico than it is for me to fly to Victoria.
The sale we got was great. It was 477 return.
That's
471 return.
That
It
would
would
have
have
been
been
$60
$60 less, but I chose my seats.
Yep.
Yeah,
If you
but
pick your seat, they got little price tags on the
the
seats.
Yeah.
Mine
Mine
were
were
$31 each.
I don't pay for seating. I just hope for the best.
I found out that because I'm a veteran on Air Canada, I get 3 bags checked for free. Period.
My credit card gives me 2 check bags.
Nice.
Not that we, travel very often because it's too damn expensive.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's great to know. You know, at some point, if we actually decide to fly somewhere.
Now, the next one we're planning is 2026-ish to go to Universal again when the new park opens. But we don't want to be there in the first year. It's supposed to open summer 25. It's going to be nuts. But I'm looking forward to the YouTube videos.
At some point, Jen and I want to go to the UK and maybe Norway, but definitely the UK. But that's not for some.
Oh, thank you for the sub.
We had,
try to
we had
load
friends
this
that
again.
actually went to Scotland this past, or are going, I don't know. And they actually invited us along, and we're like, yeah, we're just not financially able to at this time. Because that's
They're in a mood. You hear the cats trembling above us.
Yeah, I want to get the line of credit paid off before we go anywhere.
yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We need to pay down our debts before we make any big plans like that.
We're just giggling because we hear my cats upstairs
Thundering around.
thundering around. Yeah, it is. It is 12 o'clock and time to chase each other. All right. So when we so we're gonna get we're gonna move Oblar into the Magister, and and Jubilos is gonna get put into. Why is this what it's doing here?
Things are happening.
Yeah, it's for some reason my dice are in the wrong spot, and
Oh, you're fired up.
Can we open up?
yes,
I was gonna say maybe give him a moment just to make sure that he doesn't have to reboot. But
there, fuck it, close that. There,
No, it's got a little red dot. It says offline.
it'll take a second. That's wrong fantasy grounds, Owen. You need fantasy grounds on your toolbar.
right.
I'm looking. I'm like, that's version 1.
Gonna say that doesn't look
Knock
right.
knock is the military commander. I mean, that is a possibility. He is a little fucking crazy.
He's also going down south. So
Yeah,
Still-
it's not
still-
with us.
I'm still getting a red offline on you.
Hang on.
Me too.
ditto.
You're a ditto.
Whatever you do, I do. Sorry, Pokemon joke. I'm assuming that's what you're referencing.
Let's put it. Yes.
Just making sure.
All I can think of is the movie where the Ditto is whatever it looks like still has those stupid tiny little dot eyes.
Oh, it was Detective Pikachu?
That's my favorite, now canon thing is that the eyes are always the same.
You can do everything except the eye.
That's the best of the. I love it.
Like Odo on DS9. Can't do the human faces properly. Look like a trash can.
Yeah. I just when he turns into a satchel, I just wonder how weird that would be to have people sticking stuff inside of you.
Which orifice is it going?
Yeah, exactly.
And why aren't they picking up and going, holy fuck, this satchel's like 100 pounds.
Yeah. Why does this satchel smell so bad inside?
Ew.
Maybe it's
Still my favorite thing in
it's just
R.A. Salvatore's when they were doing the,
I mean, technically, we're just tubes. Humans are tubes.
where is this?
So every time you're
Tubes.
putting something inside the bag.
That's open
Rub it in
and
the
connects to the other end, and it's all open. So technically, you're a tube.
No.
What?
Yeah,
We're
we don't
tubes.
Yeah,
What? Didn't hear what we said.
Oh, if nothing goes inside him, it just goes. He just forms a bag,
He
and every
holds
time
it in
he
his
draws
arms.
me in,
Yeah, I did.
Or his back.
Well, he has like Play-Doh.
Okay, it should be up for you guys now.
Nope.
Nope.
Give it a second. Let it refresh.
Waiting.
You can actually just double click and it'll fire off even if it says it's red.
Oh, attempting to resolve.
Last time I did this, I got stuck on this page for ever, and I had to restart the whole thing.
Where we toast connected.
Is it? It's not.
Yeah, trust me, I see it on my side. You don't see it, but I see it.
It's attempting to resolve connection to server.
Yep.
Probably got in first.
Because now it's not loading.
Oh, we get
There we go.
I don't even have that screen yet.
No, me neither.
I'm on that screen.
Yeah.
You almost stuck your finger up my nose there. I turned, I'm like, "Hey, there's a big sausage in front of me."
Okay.
Single my fingers.
You got sausage fingers.
Fair enough.
I think it's pretty clear what he just said, yeah.
All they need is a crispy skin and a smoky flavor.
So on my Saturday shift, I have an apprentice with me, and it's actually a perfect pairing because he has tiny little hands. So I do the big stuff, and he does the really need to fit your hands in there stuff. It works out perfectly. There's been a few times I'm like, Jesse, I need you to come do this for me. Okay. And then he'll be like, I can't get this. I'm not strong enough. Okay, let me put some mass behind it. Like cranking the nuts off that
Right.
airbag that we had to do with no power to it. Literally,
Hara
it was
looks nutty in his photo.
it was
Kareem.
Kareem? He is nutty. Well, he's the he's the doom and gloom worshiper. So
Yeah.
looks a little unhinged, does he?
A little bit.
Good conversationalist. That's
the rest of you guys might want to cancel and try again if you're not in yet.
I just did.
The truth is, he's actually the big bad for the rest of the campaign.
There we go.
Keith is
Really funny
connected.
if Knock ended up being the big bad.
He's the mastermind.
Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious?
When did you refresh?
What?
I've been playing you.
All you see is just the green
got little
ears,
ears.
and then he does this.
Like,
And he's like got a Sphinx cat too, one of those fucking naked ones.
What are you doing here?
The truth is,
Fell into my trap.
the truth is, Knock Knock has been Darkuccio all along.
Yeah. All right, so we gotta re-roll that because
But what's on your face? Don't even.
He's like, you should just fucking let me kill him.
not first himself with arm play way too many times.
He just totally forgets weapons and just starts. Put him up!
Why he took some braces, look.
Yeah.
no, not monk. It was the martial artist. Yep.
He's a ninja.
Okay, so
Dropping his weapons.
10 raps of mighty blows.
now you're able to.
I have +1 fists.
Fisty boys.
Let's not use that term ever again.
Okay.
All right, so
Violated.
I had to re-roll your resource dice.
Don't worry about it.
Try again here. There we go.
You never have to have your prostate checked.
Correct.
Try the other one. It's really uncomfortable.
Anywho, all right. So the so having to switch out a couple of your leaders does increase your rest by 1 this turn.
The unrest.
The unrest, sorry, increases by 1 for not having a for not being fully stable.
Even though we now have
service.
even though we have dual blows.
Well, what happens is at the beginning of the turn you had to swap, and because of that, the people gained unrest because they were not sure.
You know,
Like change.
Yeah.
Don't want dual blows.
Well, the fact Jubilo's
Like this
Jubilo's
guy.
picture, the only good picture I have of him is one where he's kicked the ever shit out of from that encounter. It's kind of funny.
Like, how come we trust him?
He
But
does look beat up in this photo.
yeah, that's literally his token. Yeah, that's it. I'm like, no other picture of Jubilos, huh? All right, well, the magistrate's been kicked the shit out of.
On a regular basis. Being the treasurer.
Yep. So your lumber. So it's already auto calculated everything. So your food stays at 2.
Bala.
Your lumber's now at 4. Your luxuries stay at 1. Your ores at 1, and your stones at 4.
Okay.
change the leader.
There should be a 1 income. Yes. So something happened on my fantasy grounds that didn't keep the game state because the changes I made did not.
Upkeep is done.
Yes. So upkeep is done.
On to commerce.
On to commerce. In commerce, you can do things like collect taxes. You can improve lifestyle. You draw on the kingdom's treasury to enhance quality of life of your citizens. You can manage trade agreements. You have one with Rostov if you needed to. You did not use that last turn.
I don't
To
think so.
roll our resource dice.
You already have. You have 25. It's on the front page.
I see.
Resource points, 25. It'll stay with us
And-
through the whole thing.
Correct. Yep.
Have we
Damn.
heard back from our spies yet that we sent out?
Oh,
Sorry, spies and emissaries.
So yes. So what happens is one of the
cool notes.
groups that went down to go check out the lizard folk
Yeah.
do come back with some concerning news, and they do say that they seem to be aggressive, which is odd when you speak. Like, they consult also because Ekendio and Knock Knock do come passing through, and they kind of meet them, and they say it's very odd. The lizard folk are actually normally neutral-ish. Like, they're not warfare. They're not out, like, they're not like the trolls where they're going trying to expand their empire and stuff. It's one of those, you leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. But something seems to have changed in the last little bit. So the hex that they actually are in is not the lake. It's actually one hex to the west. The lake is a different spot, and they did not try to get there just because of they felt a little too exposed trying to cross the water to get to that part. But the other little structure they were at had issues.
Is it to the west?
Yeah, it's one hex to the west. I can show you guys on the map later, but
It's okay. I can write notes.
one of the big things that you find,
With the lizard folk?
no, one of the concerning things you have is that your envoy that you sent to Pitax has not come back.
Oh, that's not good.
That is the leadership phase thing. Right now we're in commerce.
Yeah. But I'm just giving you the background of what happened, because you did send out the spies in that 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't last month, it was the month before.
It
So
was 2 turns ago.
yeah, so that is the information you guys get back from, well, the information about the lizard folks you get back, and the non-information about Pitax, you know, through Jubilos maps and things you have, that it shouldn't take that long to get to Pitax and back.
I guess it's further away than the lizard folk, but they should be back by now.
Yeah, you would think so. Or would have tried to send a message or something like that. So
So we need to follow up the spies.
maybe.
Send the spies there next.
So commerce actions. You can take any of those commerce actions you wish. Again, collect taxes.
Not worth it.
Not really worth it.
Managed trade agreements.
Managed trade agreement is something you may want to do. You send agents out to attend to establish trade agreements, which is Restov. You spend 2 RP per agreement, and then you attempt a basic check. If you manage the check, if you manage trade agreement previous turn, which you did not, the DC increases.
What did we do last time?
I don't know that we did anything
Yeah, I
in the
don't think we
commerce
did
section.
anything on commerce.
No.
No, you didn't really have to. Commerce is the one that can get really quickly hand waved unless you're doing a lot of managing trade agreements. If you guys get more areas and stuff,
2 commerce actions or 3?
you can take as many commerce actions as you wish. You can do all of them. So, like, let's say,
manage the trade agreements that we have because it can increase our resource die.
yeah,
Okay.
because you can have an event that triggers and like kills 3 leaders. Let's say you would have to go through and each put a new leader person in that position, and you have to do all of those ones. But tap treasury is the one I never suggest, because that's the one where you take money out. It gives unrest and stuff and doesn't give you a lot of coin. Oh, Keith and I were discussing something at our other game. So we're talking about the cost of things. And do remember, you do have your treasury player, which you can see on the inventory tab of how much coin you have, because we always divide the treasury into your money. So you do have extra money in what we just call your treasury. It's not your town's treasury. It's just the extra stuff you guys had. Like, you don't want the coin, you don't want the gemstones and bullshit. We just dump that into treasurer as the just the dump spot. So because Keith and I were discussing like how much money things are and stuff.
That's on the party sheet.
Yeah. So if you go to your party sheet and look under the inventory tab, that will tell you exactly where all the money is.
Inventory tab, and we'll have number, and then carried by.
Our
Treasury
treasury
Correct.
has 13 gold.
Correct. Yeah. So your treasury has 13 gold.
100
Exactly. And I believe it also will show you on the right hand side.
Pieces.
Yeah, and it'll show you on the right hand side things like because you had gemstones, you had goblets, and all our stuff you can sell, and we'll do that off camera as well, so you guys can kind of get your money that you need. Because, like I said, Keith and I were discussing. There's things you guys should have, like there's the masterwork healers thing gives Gwen a +1 item bonus. There's those gloves of the charlatan that we just found in Keith's game. I'm like, what are these? They give a +1 thievery and give you mage hand once per day. And they're also 50 gold pieces, but it's a level 3 item, which now you guys can buy level 3 items as we go. All right. So manage trade agreements. So what managing trade agreements would do would possibly give you bonus resource points and a commodity of your choice. If you crit, if you just make it, you gain 1 resource points and 1 commodity. If you fail, you gain 1 resource point only. And if you critically fail, you gain no benefit and you cannot manage it for 1 extra turn. So if you guys want to do that, someone just make a roll, grab the dice. It's a +8. You need to see your control, which is DC 16.
So we could trade commodities.
These with Restov as well.
Yes, you can also trade commodities.
So if we need something more of something to build something,
Yeah.
we
Correct.
could trade commodities with Restov.
So
And
maybe
that would
like
give
the
us a
next
+1.
session, we might want the extra lumber to build the lumber yard. We have enough for the mill, I think.
Everything here takes effect next.
Yeah, next turn. Yeah,
The next turn.
yeah. You always have to kind of plan one thing ahead of you. So
So that might be something we want to do now is look at getting more lumber.
Oh no, it only gives us
resource dice. I wouldn't worry about it.
manage trade agreement or trade commodities.
Managed trade agreements gives us more.
Gives you the commodities. Yeah.
Resource dice, and so does
trade commodities. We're just getting rid of commodities and getting more resource points, which we get plenty of, really.
All depends on what you're trying to build. Like that town hall's actually really big. It's 22
but we
RP.
can-
So
yeah, but-
agreed.
and make that our only spend.
that
Oh,
turn.
absolutely. All right. So do you want to do manage trade agreement for next? So that you have something for next turn.
I think managing trade agreements, it only costs us 2 RP, and it can get us,
if we crit on it, it can get us lots.
All right. Who wants to roll?
I'll do it.
All right. Go for it, Keith.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
What are we trying to get? Is the other question.
Anything?
If I crit, we get 1 commodity of your choice per trade agreement and 1 bonus resource die per trade agreement. And if I succeed, we get 1 bonus resource die per trade agreement, or 1 commodity of our choice per trade agreement.
Correct.
So,
Okay, because if we do want to
so that can get us the extra
lumber
lumber.
we need when we need 5 lumber.
yeah. I'm just-
And the one thing that Owen pointed out, and then Gwen had to explain to him math, is whatever resource you have currently. So right now you have 2 food, 4 lumber, and 4 stone. Those are the ones I want to look at the most because you can only store 4 of those items. But you could have 10 lumber at the beginning of your turn by doing other things. Just at the end of the turn, whatever you have for storage is the max and the rest goes away.
Yeah.
So
becomes XP, doesn't it?
no, it's actually resource points. You basically just lose them. But so that's things to remember as well is, you joke, well, we can add another lumber. You'd have 5, but that means whatever you build this turn, if it only costs 3 or 4, you'd still have 1 or 2 left over for next turn to gain more lumber as you go. So
So this is where we might get the extra lumber that we need.
Right.
to
So
build
we get our
lumber.
2 lumber, and we'll have 5, and we'll have 4, and then if we can pick and choose the commodity, we take 1 more lumber, and we build our lumber yard.
exactly. All right, Keith, go ahead and give it a roll.
For next. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, you're figuring it out.
So
we get the
at the
pick
start of
of
your
the
next
bonus
kingdom
resource
turn,
die.
choose to gain 1 bonus resource dice per trade agreement or 1 commodity of your choice per trade agreement for next turn.
Let's take lumber for next turn.
Yes, then that will make us able to build our lumber yard.
Yes.
So
That
now
costs
at
us
the beginning of
5.
next turn, we head.
Yep.
Well, the mill is going to cost us 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, four,
Five.
minus 2, plus 3, is
Yeah.
5.
So wait, sorry. We get
Yeah.
one extra lumber.
That's what.
So does that mean that we
Yes. So that's where the planning of this goes forward. So yes. So next turn you'll have 3. So another thing is, like, let's say you try to make the mill and you fail, right?
Yeah.
If you critically fail, you burn a couple of the lumber. If not, you may just end up not using it. So you'd end up with your 4 plus next turn 3. You'd end up with 7 to start the next turn, and then you just try to build around it.
Yeah.
Correct. Do you wish to try the trade commodities?
No, that one's just, well, we can give up commodities and earn more resource dice.
We do have a +8 in it.
I mean, we're at our max for stone.
That's true.
We could give up a stone because we're not going to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go up to 4. So we don't have any plans for stone right away. We can even get rid of a couple of stone.
And if we do it with rest on, we get a +1.
To the roll. Yep. So do you wish to manage your trade commodities? And what would you like to trade?
I'm in favor of you doing it and trading stone because we don't have a use for stone yet, and
We
we're
need
at max.
to have 1 stone to build a mill.
So
as
you
long as we
get,
have 1.
So trade 2.
so if we trade 2, we'll get, if we're successful, we'll get 2 bonus resource dice.
And if you're
we
critically,
crit,
you get 4 resource points. You
Yeah.
get a lot of extra resource points.
Well, resource points turn into XP, so it's not a complete loss like commodities.
Correct.
exactly.
Yep.
So
Okay. So how many stone are you gonna give away? 2?
I would suggest 2.
All right. Who wants to roll for the trade commodities? Make sure you add +1 to your modifier because you're trading with Restov.
Sure.
Okay.
I had +1. Just kidding. I literally immediately almost tried.
Then they're done that.
But not a very good roll.
Okay. So you gain 1 resource point at the beginning of your next turn, and you lose 2 stone. Okay.
Like you said, we weren't using it anyways.
All right. Boom. Okay. And that's probably the end of your trade. Perfect. All right.
Leadership?
Leadership is the next tab. No, actually, I want to go to
Oh, this
that.
Yes. Time that I really like.
Oh, I just realized I have to re-log in my.
Oh, the supernatural solution. That's what I want to do again.
is it preventative measures we did last time?
I think we did both, didn't we?
I think we did. We did like a whole bunch last time.
All right. So you guys each get 2 actions. So you have a total of 8 actions, up to 8 actions. You do not have to. Okay.
Just because that was super helpful for us last time. Nice.
Okay.
Did we do something to give us a bonus fame point?
Yes, you should have 2. So yes, you have 2 fame point to burn.
And now.
And your fame point allows you to re-roll. Okay, so as a critical success, sorry,
It's really helpful because having our 2 fame points plus the supernatural solution can help with making sure we get that gold 9
Yep. Or the mill.
or both.
I think we should probably call on rest.
I agree.
Carly, I need you to roll me a d4, please.
Either arts or magic.
Oh, I did that wrong.
We did arts last time. We sent out.
All right, and the supernatural solution cost you 2 resource points to use.
Nice. That's a lot of
magically compel people to be more rested. What does everyone think? Should I go magically compel people?
Full on rest with
Wait.
magic.
with magic.
Yep. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, which one are you doing, Owen?
Magic.
And I fail.
Oh, you suck.
All right, you failed to reduce the unrest. It's not a critical, so the unrest does not continue.
Increase. Yes. Okay. They don't bow to my magical will.
You're a new job. You're on Friday. They don't believe you.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't you a Aristotle? Bow to my will. That doesn't seem very family oriented.
I'm trying to increase the community by making you all get along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you will like each other.
And magically grabbing their ears and knocking their heads together.
Yeah,
All right.
that's 2 actions.
Quell unrest cannot be attempted more than once per kingdom turn,
Correct.
Even if you're using different skills.
We should threaten Oleg to join our kingdom with a pledge of fealty warfare. We'll send our platoon down
I'm
there
gonna
to
do
stun.
preventative measures instead. So if somebody over here. That's... Come
3. Okay, you gain the next time during this turn, gain a +2 circumstance bonus to resolve a dangerous event. Now that event is as in like event at the end of the turn, not a dice roll. But just remember that you have a +2 to do that.
Yeah. I think we should do the spread the word.
I was going to suggest that next.
Yeah, I think I'll do that one. That one's a good one.
Okay.
That'll be my second one.
Sends out
Reduce unrest by 1.
Oh, there we go.
Yay,
I couldn't believe it. She almost landed on 18.
almost, yes.
All right, that is half your guys' actions. Anything else you wish to do?
I've used all mine.
Increase the web of lies.
Do we want to try infiltration? Last time we sent out emissaries, right? Which was a different. What was that one? Send diplomatic envoy.
Yeah, and the
We could now try infiltration into attacks. Why our emissaries haven't come back? Or our envoy.
let's do that.
I think we should see why they're not back. I'm a little concerned.
I was just looking at that, but then I accidentally closed my leadership actions.
I do think that would be a good one, though.
Brandon, do you want to roll that one?
Not gonna do it.
Keith is your infiltration guy.
There we go.
That's his job.
He's a sneaky spy.
He is. He is very, very sneaky.
Send out your little birds.
I'm almost done season 6.
And he dresses up as an urchin and he.
Yeah, look at those 2 kobolds from the trolls. I whipped them and then sent them out.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Alright, infiltrate.
They're very good at infiltrating us.
19.
See, they've been taking lessons.
Learn something helpful about the target. The information is
vague and imprecise. For example, if you were infiltrating the same room mentioned in the critical success above, you might learn that some sort of aberration lives there, I presume.
Trying to find out what happened to the envoy.
Yeah.
All right, so we send them off, slap them on the ass as they go out the door. Get on her.
All right. That's 5 actions.
Anything else anybody wants to do? I'm trying to read other ones, but
We don't have any continuous events anymore, right?
I don't
Not
think
currently.
so.
We got rid of the.
University
Our
of
random encounter was that nothing happened.
We tried to establish a thing with Patax, but our guys didn't come back.
Yeah. Is this the map of like everywhere?
Yeah, plus squatters right here.
Okay.
So we're up there somewhere.
And we're friends with Boy, right?
Yep.
Restov,
Do we know of any other
in particular.
any other civilizations out there?
Where was the tax?
Patax is.
Is over here. Right here.
Oh, tax. Yeah, that way. Sorry.
Okay.
What's his barnhold,
Yeah.
Corey?
Varnhold is another Sorry, which way is Varnhold? That is another area like Bravoy is. So it's another nation.
Nation? Okay.
The nation.
Do our characters know about them? Can we send out an envoy to them, maybe?
Is anybody familiar with it?
You have no information on them currently.
Okay. We know it
So we know it's
That's all.
there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to send a band of merchants out to establish a trade agreement with Farnhold.
Nice.
Okay.
Off they go.
Sounds good.
I like it.
If your kingdom.
Or
See, Corey, we use that.
okay, so we
just
just
use trade for this then.
Correct.
It's not.
there we go. Farnhold, off to Farnhold. Yeah.
There it is.
Noise.
Good job.
Good success.
Good job.
I got 26 exactly.
Yeah.
Two resource
You
die.
immediately gain 2 resource die. Please roll me 2d4, Keith.
Nicely done, sir.
Agreed.
They did not land inside the thing. How could you do that to me?
There we go. 5. You're up to 28
Nice.
resource points.
I was
You
thinking-
gain those 2 that Carly screwed up.
For my last one, I was thinking either
Awesome.
craft luxury or craft masterpiece.
All right. So we have a trade agreement with Farnhold now. So if we do manage trade agreements again, we get
What
we
about,
send in 2 per, and we get something per.
what about sending out some infiltrators to Barnhold now?
That would be want to infiltrate our trading partners.
Because we want to know more about them. We don't. All we know is our merchants like, hey, they liked our stuff. Here's your goods.
That's a good way to start.
We don't know anything about them unless we're going to physically travel there ourselves. That's how we find out.
I don't want to send spies into a potential attacks. Our people did not come back. That is fishy. That is different. You can send spies to figure out where our missing like people went. I don't want to like send spies to someone who's like, oh my god, you gave us gifts, thank you. We'll give you gifts too if you want to come by.
Gifts to the spies.
Well, that's
There you
six.
go.
It's a shitty gift.
That's 6. Yeah.
got
They
two
try
more.
it up, they'd be like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
2 more if you
Like,
wish.
nice stuff.
So
Yeah,
we
you're
could,
sending
if we
spies.
have something we really want to try, we can do the focused attention as well, and basically give someone else an aid. So if there's anything else anybody wants to do,
I don't have anything else to do.
Well, Gwen was talking about trying to craft luxuries. You encourage your artisans to craft luxuries. Roll 1 resource dice, spend the RP, then attempt a basic check. If you make your success, you gain 1 luxury commodity. If you crit, you gain 1d4 luxury commodities.
so why don't we do focused attention and then that one?
Okay then.
I'll roll the focused attention if Gwen wants to roll the other, but I'll roll this first because you get a bonus.
So what's the difference between sending a diplomatic envoy and establishing a trade?
You must send a diplomatic envoy first, and then you can establish a trade agreement.
Trees.
Yep.
Did we do this backwards?
Yes, you did. Yeah. So we'll take the crit success for Solomon as a sending diplomatic envoys. Sorry, you have to send the diplomatic envoys and then the trade agreement.
I'm fine with that.
And then we can sign the piece of paper.
Correct.
And then we can start trading things.
Yeah. Sorry, and
Send
Oblar
envoys,
success.
Critical success.
Okay.
What does critical success on the send envoys do? And what can they tell us about it? About them?
Hang on one second.
Are they dwarves? Are they
Diplomatic envoy.
humans? Goblins?
Envoys are received quite warmly and make a good first impression. You establish diplomatic relations with the group and gain a +2 circumstance bonus to all checks made with that group until the next kingdom turn.
Such as establishing trade agreements.
But can they tell us anything?
No, not this turn.
Oh.
RP wise, can they tell us anything about the people?
Yes, look it up on Google. I could not tell you fuck all about it. Varnhold. No, we have the Lost Omens world guide, but I have not read up on Varnhold.
What? You haven't memorized everything?
I know, how weird. I know.
We're gonna be like, ooh, Varnhold.
All right, and then so that's number 7. Oh, Gwen wants to craft some luxuries.
With a
All
plus
right.
2, as I turn our engineers towards
I
helping
was
you
looking
craft
at
luxuries.
luxuries or masterpiece. Because masterpiece has a chance of giving us a fate point.
You want to add to our mud statue in the town square?
It doesn't have to be a
You can add knock knock to the statue.
Well, I mean, we have lots of stones, so you can make it out of stone.
But we could do us on lounging on magnificent thrones and couches.
Honestly, more painting the cavern.
Up to you.
A mural. Make it a mural of our
Let's just go
achievements.
from brown to not.
Make it a
Well,
mural
on
of
a
our
bridge you
achievements.
get RP dice too.
Make it a mural to us defeating the trolls or the fight with the drake.
But
If you crit.
really, crafting luxuries is the only way to increase our luxury.
Unless you do the trade, and you can only do half those in luxuries. Luxuries is the tough one to get.
But
That's
when
3
giving a
giant
plus 2 to increase our
Amount of luxuries is probably.
Oh my god.
Roll luxuries.
Sorry.
first roll a d4.
Barnes was that
RP.
what was that community on the east coast of the states where it just suddenly disappeared and there was one
God
name?
damn. That's one where you didn't want a high number.
Jen knows what I'm talking about.
I don't see it.
Apparently, it's a seemingly abandoned settlement located southwest of Rock, near the blah blah blah.
Okay, I don't know if
It is notable for it being inexplicably and suddenly vacated, save for a single word.
Farmhold is?
Yeah.
It says Varnhold is a ghost town.
Maybe we should.
Gwen, did you open?
I know where one's gone.
Did you open the craft luxuries? Do you actually see like the full thing, and then up in the right corner, double click the D20?
Littleton is another community.
Can you add? Actually, Gwen, make sure you add +2 on your modifier before you roll. Hello.
he said something about having to roll a d4, which is what I was trying to do and it was not working.
We roll one.
Oh, you pick up a D4 and throw it on the chat.
I did that twice. It's not working.
Did you throw it, or you literally have to
Dropped
like?
the first one and threw the second one and it still didn't work.
Well, then you know what? I'll just roll for you. There, 4
4 resource points spent.
down to
And
19.
now
Mordecai is the crypto
attempt the
word.
check with +2.
Oh,
I guess the question is, what year is it for us?
You guys are in, I don't know, 472 or something. You're in 4724.
Okay, so 14
Oh
years
my
ago,
God,
we lost,
yeah.
So I'm guessing, can we redirect our our envoys to somewhere else?
That's why I was asking to check out Middleton.
We'll say yes, but I'm not going to worry about which one at this point. You guys, you have to take a look around. I don't know the area. I don't know the Lost Omens enough to tell you where to go.
Well, that's, we see that over here there's Littleton written.
There's a place called Littleton near Patax.
He just wants attention.
Yeah, he's all over me. Okay, Gwen, go ahead and roll the craft luxuries. Make sure you. Oh, yes, you rolled an.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
That's okay.
Would you like to burn a fame point? You have 2.
Yeah, this is Roanoke.
That's
It's
okay.
Roanoke.
Roanoke, yeah.
Well, the crit fail gives us a ruin.
That's okay. We can get rid of that.
You also have the supernatural thing where you can take the 19.
Let's do that. We don't want to ruin. I would ruin the day.
Yeah, ha, ha. All right, so you get.
Let's do 2 fames.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna swap out the supernatural solution for the 1, which makes it your artisan produce some delightful goods, gain 1 luxury commodity.
Then this is our 2 fame to use later.
Okay, that is all of your leadership actions. Boom.
Perfect.
Okay, regional actions. You get to do 1. So when last we left, you guys had just picked up the new hex with the gold mine in it. Do you wish to try to establish your work site, the mine?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so someone go ahead and roll.
Do we need to clear the
No, so the way it works is,
we haven't been there.
yeah, you've been there, so you've already reconnoitered it, you've surveyed it, and you have then cleared it. Yeah.
I failed, so I say we use a fame point.
Let's do that. Let's use the fate point. And
Whoops, I rolled a 4.
Okay, 1 fame point gone.
Okay, we didn't get this one.
All right, you failed to establish the work site.
damn it.
That's okay. We'll do it next time.
Okay. So that's our region one gone.
All right.
Civic.
Okay, so you guys were talking about building a mill.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I can just add that to the thing. Boop.
Costs, was it 2 lumber
So,
and 1 stone?
It costs 6 resource points, 2 lumber, and 1 stone to try to create the mill.
Okay.
Why does it say we only have a 30% chance?
I got
Because
60%.
build structure right behind mill, it says 30% chance of success. But down below it says build structure 60%. So Corey, which one are we rolling?
Because it's
Is it because it's
asking you to use agriculture,
Yeah.
which we are shitty at. Whereas
Oh,
the best skill to use is engineering.
Okay.
what'd you just do that made it 70%?
I actually added the bonus for industry.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and if you
So we changed out the.
Gotcha.
Because it was sitting at a 0, which is why it was lower number.
yeah, because we're not trained in agriculture,
Oh,
and
okay.
you
You
have
had
to be trained in
in agriculture.
I see, so
to
it's
attempt to
To
build
build the mill.
So who wants to roll this one?
So it's plus 7.
Well, I just failed my last 2, but I will do if nobody else wants to.
I'll do it. If nobody else wants to do it, I'll take the blame for
Get
this.
ahead. There we go.
All right, you guys.
We have built a mill. That will reduce our consumption by 1 next turn.
And we make sure to build it on the river.
Correct.
It has to. You don't even have a choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be built there.
Okay, now hang on one second. I have to remember how the fuck to work. This one here is that.
Why are you touching me?
Because you like it.
Opposite. He does not like to be touched.
He knows that.
Because I like it. He touches my love language.
Not being touched is mine.
Well, one of us is bound to be disappointed. I vote for you.
That works because he usually is, so.
Oh, because
That's what. So, resource paid. You pay 6 resource points. You pay 2 lumber. You pay 1 stone. Your check was good. And boom. All right, you guys now have your mill in Stag's End.
All
right.
Sure went up.
Okay. Second.
I need this.
This is the other campaign I'm thinking of possibly running eventually. But Janice pretty much flat out said she's just not interested.
She's been following along the whole time, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get the video game.
Is it a video game, guys?
Yep, PC game. Yep.
But
Yeah, it was on
it's
Steam sale a while ago.
based off of
That
Pathfinder
played
1,
it.
not 2.
I see.
It also has a lot of spoilers.
Okay,
for this.
That's why I haven't played it.
Which is why I haven't bought it yet, because otherwise we tempted to play it.
Well, I got it because it was on sale. I just, you know,
Okay, give me one quick second here. I just need to pull.
There's so many other games to play right now.
I've been playing Cult of the Lamb. Amazing. So
I've
fun.
seen a few streams on this.
It's so fun. I love it so much.
It sounds
Of the
creepy.
lamb.
It's so good. You're like this cute little cartoon lamb, and these like people want to kill you because you're like the last of a certain like race, and they think that you can unlock this like evil deity who's like your
Getting a
grandmother.
revenge.
And so they sacrifice you. But then your evil deity's like, no, you can free me. So I'm gonna send you back, and you're gonna get a cult in my name, and then you're gonna come free me. And so you run around and you like collect all these cute little creatures who like enter your cult, and you. It's like super cute and like
Leader, God.
adorable, but you're literally building a cult.
All right.
It's amazing.
So as you guys are planning, you're, you start getting the mill raised. You have failed to get the mine. One of the things that one of the things that your community comes up to you and says is that you
This is university
Nope.
again, so help me Aristotle.
no, they demand growth of the kingdom. They do not think you are doing enough to expand the size of the kingdom.
We can promise within the next 6 months.
We'll have more buildings.
I uncoil my whip. Okay.
Someone roll me
Good at this.
a exploration check, please.
Exploration.
Yep.
What kind of?
Under your skills, there should be one that says exploration.
Oh, we're good at it too.
Who would like to roll?
I was being sarcastic.
Where do you guys see skills?
In the green one, nation skills.
Correct.
Exploration. Ooh.
Oh, eesh.
Stuff we
I
can
succeeded
got
in the
one
last
fame.
one, so if you want, I will.
Do we have a fame left?
Yeah.
would
You have one fame point left.
Shall
So
we
you
roll
need to
it?
use it for the mill. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna need that fame.
Yeah, use the fame.
Did we get a bonus to
Yeah, I did prevent
kingdom
you.
events?
Yes, you should get a +2.
Plus 2 circles.
Still gonna fail.
That's
Okay,
I was
we'll
gonna
still spend it. This time I'll remember to put the +2 in.
Yeah, from Gwen's
Preventative.
preventative measures. Thank you. That was the one.
Much better.
All right, you succeed. You satisfy the citizens' demand for growth. But if you don't successfully claim a hex during your next kingdom turn, and rest will increase by 1.
So we have to claim a hex next kingdom turn.
I suggest the temple.
Or we break out the whips.
No.
The quips.
Oh, that's
Since a-
Is your character's wife ready to assume leadership position? Should we need to call a pool?
I don't know. That would be up to the DM.
I swear to you, it's gonna end up being Frozone and his wife.
What?
Why do you need it?
Win.
Win?
Win.
Win.
WYNNE.
Fine.
You want my wife to be a leader? What?
She needs to be prepared in case
The
we
people
call
are
her.
in danger. Not even
He's in danger.
Look at her good. I am the greatest good you will ever could be. It is. Oh my god, we have to watch it now.
I mean, she's already managing a kingdom of bees.
Who voices the wife?
I don't know, but boy, oh boy, if only there's some way to find out. Okay, so
So when and how did this
What
come?
would be neat is if we had
Because
the
part of
same.
it is just
Since she's now a named NPC, she's
So-
eligible.
yeah, one of the things is you can have random events that actually can remove someone from a position, and at that point you also have to try to replace them, which of course gives you unrest again.
Of course.
So one during the winter, at one point, you guys kind of look across the river, which is a little bit frozen over, kind of think like our Bow River, right? So it gets the ice on it, but it's still flowing. Someone make me a perception check.
This is character
Like a flat
Yep.
one?
Yeah, give me a flat perception check.
because I am good at perception.
Throw it in the tower if you wouldn't mind.
In theory, on paper, I am good at perception checks. I have a +15.
It's a flat one.
Oh, I might have to push a button. Hang on. Not saying that Owen just, rolled in that one, but I'm just going to say. Oh, and I.
I rolled the nat one earlier as well.
All right. Yep. And there was.
Ooh, it's not on the screen right now.
Nope, it is not.
So you can't even tell.
I can't even see.
Evil GM.
I know.
This is how I cheat.
I know. How you know when the pickles are coming?
Am I looking across the wrong street?
You definitely are.
We're okay.
Everyone else can roll me a perception check as well. as you're milling about the town. Literally the mill you guys are looking at.
over at Solomon urinating. Is that the stream we're talking about? It's kind of freezing, dude.
And I piss on his leg.
Ew. It's warm. Oh, now it's not.
Okay, now it's frozen.
Yeah, now it's frozen, yeah.
Roll that one, you'll notice me pissing on your leg.
I don't know if I could too, but
Yeah, oh no, everyone can, yeah. As you guys are tootling around the village.
It's super-
Oh, I can roll it in the tower.
it's okay.
I don't even know.
Now
If
All right, Sienna and Solomon, as you guys are helping construct the mill, you're doing some work down there. You see off in the distance a familiar-looking green-skinned goblin. He looks rough. You see one arm is you see the shoulder is down, and you can see a faint trail of blood
In the snow.
behind him. He looks over at you guys, gives you a grin, and falls over straight down to the snow.
I was like, slave? Oh no, oh shit, knock knock. Oh, running off for him.
All right.
Oh, right. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh.
And Ilborg goes, why the fuck is my leg wet?
All right. So Sienna goes bounding across the half frozen river with Tweak right behind you. Tweak is just bounding across the snow like a Canadian lynx would. Yeah, big fluffy paws, big snowshoes. Sienna's like sinking ankle deep every time, and the cat's just like running across the top. Yeah, literally. You get over to Knock Knock, and yeah, he's lying face down. You see his right arm is definitely dislocated, and there is a lot of blood flowing out of his arm. Give me a medicine check, please.
Don't forget the risky surgery.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, does it look like he can take a risky surgery?
You can always take a risky surgery.
You just see a very little thumb come up. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
He's fine. Is this a random encounter?
Or is there something else? Dum dum dum.
Just for the notes, prosperity.
Well, your event was the expansion unrest, if that's what you're wondering.
Okay, thank you.
So this is unrelated to our kingdom turn.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, you hear a slight moan from him. And then remember to add your modifier in.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
And then go ahead and roll your medicine check.
I'll just hammer away on the nail, just working a little bit off.
Oh boy, I was trying to rub off the
Yeah, you two kind
frost and water.
of, you do see her and Tweak like bolt across the river.
And I slow down.
I end my pickup game of dice, head off
Towards
towards
knock knock.
Okay,
He
He
looks
looks like he needs our help. Collect my winnings. And
I shrug. Well, I guess I'm already halfway anyways. And I wade through the river.
all right, success. 2d8 plus 10. Well, for you, it's going to be 2d8 plus 15.
Nice.
if you use risky surgery,
it's a crit success.
Oh, that's right. No, she's a field medic.
Okay, so when you did
Sure, go for it.
it's supposed to be 48.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Well, Tweak feels fine.
Wow, Mom. Thanks.
Talk. Fine, just give me a roll. Just roll dice. That's all you need to do. That's fine.
Oh, 2 ways. Tweak is not wounded.
Tweak is definitely not wounded. All right, and I'm also just going to remove Tweak from your there, so now it'll just roll dice. Okay, one of the so you bind it up, and you notice as you're binding it up and stuff that it is a very large bite mark, not claws, but a very large bite.
Knock knock.
Is Knock Knock going to be a werewolf?
Knock Knock is quite unconscious at this point.
Run across the water.
That
Okay.
is unfortunate.
I'm already slogging through the water because I'm already half wet.
I bound past you.
You probably just make it in one leap.
Yeah, just jump across.
Actually, I looked. The river itself is about 150 feet wide. It is literally, it is the Bow River. It is, yeah, it is not a small body of water. It is actually a very large
At
river.
ford
In it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's
Wide, but it's shallow.
So it's probably this deep on me, that deep on him.
And you would knee deep on you. Yeah.
I'm just swimming.
Yeah.
And we're half of
Do the
the
doggy paddle.
So we got some of the peasantry to I did
anyway, got some of the peasantry to halfling-ized part of the fort.
If you ever have took a dinghy down the Bow River, it's like the Bow River. So there's really deep parts And then there's parts where you literally, your butt will hit a sandbar and you have to stand up, drag your boat over it, and then lay back down and keep going down the river. It's exactly what this river is like. It is very, very decent. So I was looking at it and I'm like, damn, those are actually pretty big rivers.
Being Solomon, he neglects to mention to Omar that he
Yep,
half
absolutely. Yeah, you look over and think he's like the next coming because he's like walking across the water. But it is also like, the funny thing is you guys are also so light that you can easily make it across like even the thinnest of ice without making a difference. Ardella, on the other hand, she's a fucking anchor. Yeah, she's like the icebreaker. She's like a northern icebreaker.
I see her heading towards me, and I'm like waving her off as I'm running across the ice.
Tweet weighs more than us.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he glides across. So yeah, so you get there.
Long jump this and just try and slide across.
And yeah, so you see he's there. He's very much unconscious. Even with the healing, he is still out.
I'm going to try to track.
It is not difficult because there's a trail of blood.
Okay, I still want to backtrack him. Let's bring him along so we can continue to care for him. Or unless we want to get some of the villagers over here to take care of him.
Up to you guys what you want to do.
Let's call over some villagers.
Why is this not letting me write in it?
Preferably not halfling-sized ones. So they're not completely soaked like I am.
I call over Amiri.
There you go.
Oh, Mary will come bounding over. So will Valerie, and so will Lindsay. They all.
Take him back to the castle.
Yeah.
You guys take them back to town, and we're going to see what happened.
So 21 on my survival to track.
We're doing this with what we got in our pockets.
I got all my
It's not like we're.
pockets. I don't carry a lot of stuff.
What would you be doing in
Town with your backpack on.
It's a very small town.
It's a very small backpack.
But if we are doing stuff
Around
around
town,
town,
we're not wearing our backpacks.
No.
No, you'd be in your armor and have your kit, but you wouldn't be carrying much else with you.
Fair enough.
Well, now we can
forage.
I'll
We can't jump over to our friend.
Oh, I was back off to walk back across.
Well, we could just like get Mary and Valerie to take him back and warm up. We'll at least track back. If he made it, if he was that badly wounded, he didn't come far.
No.
So we should be able to track him to where he got attacked, or where he, poked a bear or something. Because that's not good to do. Yeah, that's the other question.
No, we have to wait. I
heard
feel like
I
I
was
wasn't paying attention.
But if he was unconscious, he can't tell us.
Do we have to go get our weapons and stuff?
No, we would have
Oh,
our
you'd have your
weapons.
weapons
and everything.
You just wouldn't be fully kitted out for adventuring. So you wouldn't have all your backpack and your 8 million other weapons and stuff. You'd basically have your sword, your shield, and your armor on.
Yeah,
And
Right.
so if you're doing work on something and something happens, you pick up your sword and your shield and join
Because
us.
we're working on an unwalled town.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Full buildings.
Well, now we have to work.
None of my buildings in Lego have walls, and they're fine.
Gwen, one of the things you also notice about the bite is it is from a large animal, most likely a wolf or a warg.
You fucking word.
The warg.
Let's see
It's
what
time
would
to
I
take care of those bastards. We're
be
big-
Also,
carrying on a
They must have migrated into.
What would I be carrying on a day?
like what would I make for alchemy on a day about town?
Something to keep us
What are
warm
your
because it's the middle of winter.
I'm gonna help. What are your options? Obviously, the Alchemist Fire.
Why would I be carrying alchemist
No,
fire
that's one of your
when
options.
we're working about town?
Yeah, no, that's one of the options. Is
So
Probably no bombs.
no, what are the options, Dean?
Any resist energies for cold or
No, I don't make that kind of stuff.
eagle eye elixir might be an
There
option.
we go.
What about your
Um,
your cookies, the cat cookies?
For working, maybe not.
They can
Something
be
that
more
increases
faster
your
back and forth,
endurance.
get our stuff.
If you got something like that.
I'm thinking minor injuries.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oops, wait a second.
In case somebody smashes their thumb with a hammer.
I was
Yeah,
thinking the
so-
exact same thing.
And
Yeah. So that
so
makes
I'll
sense.
have like 4. I got
Maybe an antidote in case
5 more
someone
to spend.
disturbs something that's gonna
That's
might bite them.
Yeah, maybe a snake came into the camp and bit somebody.
It's winter, they're hibernating.
Fucking we're in fantasy world. There could be winter snakes.
There are.
Oh.
Rumraz.
There you go.
We don't want to mess with that. We see Rumraz, I'm running.
Oh, okay.
eagle eye elixir.
All right, so you guys
Is one of those.
head into the woods. You do spot a very large well, yeah, you make it back to, you can start seeing like more tracks. You can see where Knock Knock was coming from. You can see where a little bit of blood starts and then a lot of blood starts. So you definitely can pinpoint the area where the fight happened. Absolutely. What do you do at that point?
I'm gonna try to read the tracks.
Okay.
See what kind of animal it was.
Give me a survival check in the tower, please.
Please tell me you're not pushing that same button again.
I'm not going anywhere near my buttons right now. Doesn't mean it was a good roll. Just means it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
One of the things you notice is that the tracks start on the south end, and they make their way towards the urn. Like they go east, and then they actually turn north and look like they're heading back up towards the river.
Needed a map. 1 second. Stolen lands 2 or 1?
2.
Can I determine what kind of, like, we think she thought something blue vine?
You're thinking that looks the same.
What am I drinking?
Eagle Eye Elixir.
What does it do?
+1 on your perception checks when you're
The
+2 if
chapel
you're trying to
does.
find secret doors.
Yes, that's us. Okay.
I guess we keep tracking it.
You said they go up north? That would be towards our
It's for the next hour
pixie
or two.
friends.
Or
What's up?
eat the eagle-shaped cookie.
Should I drink that now or hold on to it?
Now, for the next hour, you get +1 on your perception checks. And here's another one. This one's eyeball shaped though.
Ew.
It's just a cake. It looks like.
I mean, it depends on how realistic his cakes are.
It's a little bloodshot, so there's like little.
You seen one of those in a puppy?
It's veiny.
I'm traumatized.
All right, Owen. What do you guys do?
So I guess we keep following it. See if we can track this menace down. Knowing Knock Knock, he may have provoked them.
You see as you get to the river that the tracks lead into the river across the ice, and you basically lose them at that point because the water's open, so you don't see around. Please give me another survival or perception check in the tower. Yes.
Back at the spot where the attack happened?
Yes.
Knock knock tracks? Like we was traveling
You get
along.
+1 on the perception.
Yes. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So as Owen's tracking that, you kind of look the further, like the other side of it, and you see where Knock Knock's little footsteps are coming in. It looks like it's coming from the southern area, and these tracks look like they came in, so they just kind of met up there. Yeah.
Like it wasn't like it was stalking him for a little while.
Hey, Awkward Mancer. One of the things that Gwen picks up on is that it looks like the wolf was definitely in the area for a while. So it doesn't look like it was like accidental that they ran into each other. Like they perfectly timed it. You do see lots of paw prints. You see a couple little tufts of fur on the bark of a couple of trees and bushes. It's been disturbed. So
Almost like it was here to intercept him.
yeah, or it was hanging out anyway. So
The wolf be hunting in the area. That's what
Yeah, maybe.
as you cross the stream, Owen, what did you? Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Lucky you got a +16 because man, Owen, your dice roll suck right now. One of the things you also notice is kind of the tracks lead towards the farm area, or they look like they came from the farm area, and actually the tracks look like they went back towards the farm area.
Okay. So we should definitely keep on our farmers too.
No, not the tracks to the tracks.
The wolf tracks.
That's why our sheep are like our.
Yeah, we haven't dealt with the livestock problem.
Livestock are
There's the livestock problem.
So yeah, it's winter, but the Lord's probably moved from where they were.
Question: what phase of the moon is it right now?
It was just a full moon.
Could be dealing with a werewolf. My joke about Knock Knock becoming a werewolf might actually be true.
Wear Chihuahua. Little with big fucking green ears. Le Bark.
I'm gonna
No.
recall
El Barco.
knowledge society on what was going on the rumors for
the missing and dead livestock.
Oh, absolutely. Please do.
And
4 days, monthly.
So what you find out, what you remember hearing around the mill and the inn is that 2 nights ago, a young woman named Saki was slain while out gathering strawberries. The sparkling, yeah, Saki.
Gathering winter strawberries.
That sounds delicious.
Uh,
Really
nice
nice
one.
wine. Are you eating that is birthday cake flavored?
Lint.
She was killed how many nights ago?
2 nights ago. And the next night, you heard that a farmer named Bevan and his flock of 6 sheep were slaughtered coming home from pasture.
Guess we should have.
gone.
Neither had any known enemies. The bodies, humans and sheep alike, were savaged. And talk of a man-eater of some sort is stalking the hinterlands is spreading.
Sounds like they should have been ready to this.
No kidding. Electing winter.
Guarantee the town people are going to be
Demanding
we do something about this.
Which is why I'm saying that.
Then the next night, Bevan, which I'm assuming is like Evan but with a B.
Beven.
Let's deal with this right now.
I agree. Let's go. We're killed coming home. Oh my gosh.
Although
You think he was savaged?
All the bodies were savage.
Oh.
Does society recall knowledge on werewolves?
Give me 1 second. I honestly don't think so. So let me.
Maybe medicine to recall knowledge on lycanthropy.
I'm like, how did we not? Oh, I guess it's only been 2 nights. But I'm like, how did we not day one after her being dead? Like,
We
done.
were away for a while.
I guess yeah, we just got back.
We went to go take care of the trolls. And while we were gone,
And then we were building a mill. We were busy building a mill.
Yes, then we were
we probably learned about this stuff while we were doing
One
it.
in a million.
That's the title for this one. 1 in a million.
1 million.
I named it
Knock.
No! No! No!
It is actually nature.
Okay, we'll see. That's
A were creature is considered a beast.
Oh man.
No, but a disease.
The disease itself.
Is it Knock Knock? Did Knock Knock accidentally bite himself?
No.
I don't think he'd do that to himself.
We
But
would
Knock
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 for
for
a long time. I feel like we would notice if he was a werewolf.
Oh, Santa, what do you know about wolves?
I mean, at this point, we probably just heard.
Absolutely.
Freaked out by what Omar said. Yes, it's all recall knowledge is our secret. But I'm like,
I'm a little freaked out by what
Omar said.
I'm just gonna have a quick bio. I'll be right back.
Well, you definitely know that were creatures usually are quite normal during the non-moon cycle, but absolutely lose control during a moon phase, and it was just a full moon. So if it is a were creature,
Creature.
yep,
Because it's a full moon for several days, so they'll be spread over.
correct.
Oh, it's not just like one and done.
No,
There's
but-
one night where it is at its most powerful, but it's usually the night before and the night after as well.
Yeah, there's usually 3 days between a full moon, so you got the
Yeah. Because
Is that like in real life
for
too?
Yeah.
It takes
the
a while
law
for
for the
the
positioning in the orbit for the Earth to finally block enough light that it's no longer considered a full moon.
all right.
Or the planet.
You guys head into the or up to the farmland, and yeah, you definitely see where the sheep were torn apart. There are a couple outbuildings where the farmers and stuff live off in the distance. You do not see tracks going towards those buildings, though.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, you don't see wolf tracks going towards this building. Correct.
So you around them, they're fine. You keep following those wolf tracks. So if they're killing people and livestock, we need to deal with them.
Okay, I need another survival check, please, in the tower.
Is it perception or survival?
Perception or survival, yeah.
Olar's almost back.
Olar comes from behind the bush.
I will try perception because I have just as good as he does.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, all that urinating earlier made me have to urinate.
Change in temperature.
Yeah, that too.
Your wet leg.
Well, then I was sloshing through rivers.
The red leg's done behind the bush.
Can we turn that fan off a little bit? Thank you.
His new name is Wet Leg.
I find this a little suspect out of character, Mr. DM, that we're dealing with a potential werewolf or were creature just after the release of Howl of the Wild,
How weird. It's almost like this is the timing of the mod or something.
which you know has rules for lycanthropy and playing a were creature.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Find the
Where
were creature.
Solomon runs up.
You joke, but that literally happened in my Forgotten Realms game last night. I came across the Winter Walker, and she
You do see the set of tracks leading away from the farm back towards Stag's End.
Except until 5th edition, it's you become an NPC.
You see some tracks. What? Seriously, you get the werewolf? You're no longer a player?
When you lose control, if it changes your alignment to evil, yes. But werebears are neutral goods, so it actually doesn't change his alignment at all.
You're a monster.
It just means that while he's
Shame.
until there's control,
I'm an old school
Yeah,
DM. You're a monster now. You're an NPC.
Yeah.
Get a new character.
his character won't be under his control when he,
All right.
when he forcibly shapeshifts.
One of actually, yeah, trained survival can make me another check in the.
Not high.
Sorry, we want to-
Not high.
I'm the city boy.
So as you guys are heading in towards the city, you see tracks leading towards where you're coming from, obviously, of wolf tracks. As you're heading back into the city, you see the wolf tracks as well. So they're following kind of the same path. And then Oblar notices they turn into boot prints.
Called it.
Called it. Oh, he'll be easy to find. We just look for the naked person.
Boot prints,
Not footprints.
not bare footprints.
What size is his boot?
We'll take
Bigger than yours, almost as large as hers.
I'll just say if I put my foot beside it.
Yeah, they're same size.
So it's shut the fuck up. It's
It's not Mary. She was with us.
No, it's Valerie.
She was with us as well.
No, it's Lindsay.
She was Francis smaller than mine.
We just happened to notice, never noticed that she has giant feet.
She wears clown shoes. She likes to be like a court jester.
All three of the NPCs that came to Toronto to Tavern.
Well, I think we grew up with that. She's small.
She's got giant feet.
I've never described her as giant.
We've never described her, so she could be like
Half giant.
I said she was a halfling.
Lindsay, oh, your wife?
Yes.
All I can think of is Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. That's a huge bitch.
she could be half thing. She is half halfling and half giant.
Half halfling, half giant. She's a quarter-ling giant? I'm so confused.
7 foot tall half.
Right, 7 foot tall halfling with mutton chops. You're like,
And no shoes on.
and no shoes. You have big hairy feet.
Well, actually, that rules are out right there. The boots.
Yep, true. There you go. All right.
We ruled out most half.
You guys make it back into town on kind of the surreptitious route. And at that point, the tracks just blend into everyone's tracks.
Right. Time to start with the burnings.
Only way to be sure.
Now everybody sit down in a circle and
Close your eyes.
As night falls.
Oh my god.
The villagers go to sleep.
if anyone didn't get
I'm the witch.
Yeah, the werewolf game. Yeah. We can be the lover and the hunter and watch 8 people die in one round.
He help us with his sense of smell.
Yeah. Or Ed. Clap 3 times. Clap 3 times if you recognize the smell.
He's got scent as an imprecise smell. The unfortunate part is he can help up to this point, but after that, there's just too many people. You gotta remember, you have like between, I think it's 100 people per level of city, like between 1 and 400. So you guys are sitting at like almost 1,000 people right
Yeah,
now.
we're at level 3 is a town.
Is a town.
401 to 2,000.
Yeah,
Really have space. We're sleeping on top of each other.
yeah.
Stacked.
So what do you folks do?
So, do we think maybe Tweak might recognize the smell again?
That's what I'm hoping, because we would have gotten a really good smell at the exit.
Right. Well, we
With
smell
the burn and stuff, we could
but
yeah,
of a wolf. I don't know if the scent changes when they're shape changed.
Gather all 400
There's a
people
good chance we
together.
wouldn't be able to get the
400
person
months.
smell, but the wolf smell would be more distinctive. So at the next full moon,
We'll know if it's the same wolf.
we should be able to notice if the smell comes back.
All right.
I'm not waiting until the next full moon.
I was gonna say, one of the things you have to also realize is if you were to wait, unrest will go up by D4.
That's
Yeah.
just what I know for sure.
Yeah.
So what
Yep.
do we want to do in between? Do we start interrogating people?
What?
So Oblar goes and gets his pitchfork and his sword.
No.
Which is more like a dining fork.
Hey.
His dinner fork and his knife.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the first thing we need to do is call the council meeting. Get everybody together and go, okay, we know from the evidence we found we have the werewolf. How do we find them before the next full moon?
Gather all 401 villagers
No.
together. One of you here is werewolf, and you watch
Mannequin suit.
And then we just increase unrest, we increase ruin.
This is why we do it in the council. Try to figure out how to
Okay.
slow it down.
Down.
We specifically don't let the town, the general populace.
We're not having our council meetings just like around the fire.
One of the things you know is people are already talking because there's been 2 very gruesome deaths in 2
We're
days.
not gonna openly tell them that
No,
there's a
so we
werewolf
gather
on the
right
ground.
together and say, we want to do the
panic.
werewolf.
New question. You said that
You're
the
not.
full moon is 3 days roughly.
Yep.
Would this be the third night?
This is the 3rd night.
Theoretically,
Okay, so
we
if
would.
it changed to werewolf night, we could smell them out.
Or was last night the third night?
No,
Tonight.
tonight's the 3rd night.
The first woman died 2 nights ago. Last night was Brevin, so tonight would be a third attack.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't.
In the meantime, bring with that, I think we should go out and talk to people, listen to what they have to say, and see if
Gather information.
there's someone that sticks out that might be.
If only we had someone that had abilities.
And that is a diplomacy check to gather information.
Oh, crap.
I do it.
No, you do not.
Everyone roll in the tower, please.
My character would be more observation, watching behavior and listening to what people have to
I'm
say.
very diplomatic. It should be me.
So my gather information exploration activities take half as long as normal because I'm hobnobber.
Okay.
So I can probably yeah, that's it. That's
The
it.
knob gobbler?
So
That's why there's that tiny little hole in the wall.
So perhaps I can do 2 diplomacy checks and then everyone else does 1, Mr. D.
Sure.
I'm assuming we spread out, we talk to the people, and then we call a council meeting.
Although we gotta get everybody together to talk about what's going on and figure out what to do, and this is what we decided to do for right now, is to talk to people and then listen and see what they're saying.
Okay.
If we can get any indications from their behavior, we
Doesn't sound
might see a
bad.
lot likely.
I get my dolly.
And I do my hair and pigtails. And I put on a
Wilderness girls.
Yeah.
And I go sauntering out into the forest.
So one of the things, Oblar, when you are chatting with folks,
No, it doesn't consist of. Are you a werewolf? Are you?
so
Mine does.
what exactly are you guys doing when you talk to people? How do,
I think
Whereabouts of people during the night? Did they notice anything odd?
Was somebody missing, did somebody come back from a
Well, we can say we're investigating the recent deaths.
I also
Because
think
we
I would be
run
a
the
little
place.
more, I guess general, like what concerns do you have about the village? Like trying to
Okay.
figure out things that
expansion,
as a whole. Again, I'm kidding. As a
You know that
whole,
part, what else?
university, we need an education.
I don't want to like put people on edge by asking like questions like that.
Okay.
Being
But-
like,
but we
do
do-
you
they
notice
do-
people dying?
They
Or
do know. Well, but
what
that's
concerns
just
do
it.
you have?
By asking those questions, they know then that we're actually trying to figure it out.
Well, and if we're already talking about it,
And
we'll
one of the things you
approach a group of people that are already saying, did you hear about the thing that happened?
Yeah.
and when you're having those kind of discussions, you do get a sense that people are very on edge about
Yeah.
2 of the folks dying, especially very grisly in ways. Owen, when you ask about whether people have been acting strangely or not, a couple folks in the tavern tell you they noticed someone. His name is Kundal. He recently arrived and he has been seen stumbling around, disheveled and drunk in the early morning of the past few days.
Okay. Thank you, note taker. We love you.
Thanks.
In fact,
I'm ready.
he is staying at this inn.
Okay.
Ask the bartender if he thinks he was there all night.
Ooh, good question. Good follow up.
Wait, I am the bartender.
I was gonna say,
Bartender, what's he
yeah, exactly.
You said Kundal? Like Kindle, but with a U?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
What a weird name.
Ordella's a weird name.
That was a beautiful name, thank you.
That's actually how I get a lot of my character names. Is I take a regular name and change a letter.
That's funny.
Works quite well.
I don't.
No.
I read books
I make my
and I steal.
No, the one, the bartender doesn't stay up all night. 2, pretty much everyone cleared out of the tavern, later in the evening after midnight or whatever.
Probably offers sleeping space on the tavern floor.
Well, it's a full inn.
Because
You guys have an inn, actually, not a tavern. You have an inn.
people are
usually have?
cordwood stacked.
Not this one. You just have an inn. If you want a tavern, build a tavern. Well, you Yeah, like it's not a formal tavern, like as in a sit down restaurant style tavern, like you guys are always envisioning. It's got like a couple stools and some swill, right? And trust me, you're in a town of 1,000 people. People are making shine.
Yeah, somebody's making alcohol.
Yeah.
I demand we have a dive bar. I demand a dive bar.
But I mean,
Actually, at this point, you guys can make a fancy bar. You don't even have to make
My
a
next
dive.
leadership action is some way to increase unrest.
Listen, we'll build a lumberyard, and immediately after.
Actually, so here's the funny part. If you build a dive bar, crime immediately goes up by 1.
We're gonna build a beautiful tavern.
All right, so
is them.
yeah. So what do you guys?
Taxing your own pocket with other extortion. So every month that he's in the town, our crime goes up by 1.
Okay, so the follow-up question for the innkeeper is, was there any kind of commotion last night? So I would assume somebody turning into your room.
No. We would have immediately came for Valerie or Miri. Like if we seen that.
Guards, we have a platoon.
Yeah, they're scattered all over the fucking place. You need a goddamn barrack.
We've got a few
Yeah,
farmers
literally, yeah.
with
There's
some
a bell in the middle of town.
They have spears.
They have pitchforks. They feed the
Here's the
animals.
farm. They're gonna be hay.
They got pointy sticks. They got a board with a nail in it. There, now run. He's got a board with a nail.
Someone would have a board with an.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and my next question would be, we have some people who host, some people who obviously don't. Is there somebody that is known to be in that area most of the time that may have observed somebody coming and going at late hours?
You're asking if we have homeless people in our.
Oh, we do. There's a lot of homeless people. We have tenements and an inn.
We're homeless.
We're living in one of the houses when our people could be.
Whoa.
I'm sleeping in a tent. What are you doing?
The large portion of our population is actually homeless.
Just taking up space that our people could be
I'm a
living in.
fucking queen, okay?
Oh, so your room is the bunk bed that only has 3 bunks instead of 7.
4 bucks.
4 bunks.
All right.
It's just me, Lindsay, and Amelia, and I get the one.
My tent with my wife.
So yeah. So they
You think we have conjugal in a room with you?
basically, from what you guys gathered, no one saw him leaving the area, turning into a werewolf, and dodging out of town.
Saw somebody suspiciously leaving.
Okay, so I guess our next step is to question the dude himself.
I do.
Where's your secret police? We're gonna-
I do think we should go see if Knock Knock is awake.
Well, why don't we just give him instructions to send a runner to us when he wakes up?
Okay.
That way we're not waiting.
Is Knock Knock awake?
I get my bait costume on.
Okay.
Your what? Your
Bait
bait?
costume. And I dress up as a little girl. And I start walking into the forest.
Okay, I want to see this
Wait
guy's
for
check
nightfall.
on
I
this.
help you.
I want to see this
I got
guy's
a little
check
bit of
on
my
this.
hair off.
Let's see
No,
this step.
those- What happened to that braid of mine that got cut off?
I'm gonna deceive a motherfucking hungry werewolf.
You're wearing a
That's gonna be hard.
He's wearing a
Maybe you
meat.
deception check. I want to see how good this guy is.
I'll help
Actually
you.
trained
I've
in
got
deception.
feminine clothing. I used to be royal.
I don't think your clothes are gonna fit him.
We can make it work.
I mean, I guess you use a tunic as a dress on him.
Exactly.
The belt's wrapped around 6
I was gonna say,
times.
well, like wrap it real tight.
I don't have anything like that. There's no disguise action.
You're rogue. Isn't that one of your like thingamabobs?
You'd think, but no, it's not.
Deceptive.
No disguise action.
Well, yeah, I have the
Deception.
deception.
It's
skill.
deception.
Under
Deception is created illusion
Oh,
or
impersonation.
impersonation.
Yep, that's the one.
I got a doll and everything.
I think you should do that in the tower. So you don't know how good your
I have this
disguise is.
set up already.
And it is a secret check.
It is 100% a secret check.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I have this set up already. I like open a chest.
Good, Charles. How you
Someone
been?
walks out, he's thrown on a little girl's dress and smeared some makeup on his face.
Little girls don't have makeup. I got my hair in pigtails.
We're having an interesting session. Is what we're having.
A little white dress on.
And your foot hair is braided.
And I got a dolly.
Jesus. All right.
I opened the saddlebag on the edge and there are dollies.
We're going to back to focus you guys a little bit. All right. So, what do you do during the day until the evening where Keith decides to wander out as a small girl?
Let's go talk to dude.
Okay.
Let's go find. See if we can
When
find.
Knock Knock wakes that up and the runner comes, we'll go
Yeah.
see what
So
happens.
we leave instructions to send a runner
Yep.
for us if Knock Knock wakes.
All right. The innkeeper gives you a set of keys to his room. He's like, It's like, I don't know. But
All right, let's go find out.
he's like,
I say we knock on the door
Well,
first.
he's not going to refuse us a set of keys. We
open the gate up. Yeah.
literally, you guys are the
I am.
you are the brute squad. You are the law.
We're the mayor.
Yeah, looking forward to 1.0 as well. Hopefully, end of June.
I'm surprised this room has a
At least stable at the end of June. 7 days today.
Like I need a key.
Knock on the door. Open up in the name of your queen.
I opened the door.
Hey, you open the door. No one's in the room, but the room definitely appears lived in. Everyone, make me a perception check in the tower, please.
I was gonna.
I do not search his things.
Why?
Smell things.
Why not?
Room.
Oh,
Are investigating.
it is way more than an hour.
one suspect.
All right.
And you are putting.
What am I doing?
You are putting modern
Perception.
Besides, Carly,
on a
you're the
medieval setting.
motherfucking queen. You can do what you want.
Right.
And you are putting modern age rights on.
On a medieval setting.
He does not have any rights
Unless we say
Everybody has. I say everybody has rights.
So,
That guy.
Unfortunately, in medieval times, for a woman, therefore you are not first.
I am fucking queen, man.
all right. So,
I choose not to obey you and I search shit.
Solomon, Oblar, and Ordella
Guards.
all finds.
We are the oligarchy.
You see. You find a single blood-stained golden earring under the bed.
Oh, let them tweak sniff it.
Does it smell like
That's from the girl.
sake?
Yeah. Does it look distinctive?
Very much so, yeah.
We wouldn't
Okay.
be
So definitely someone could identify it.
You're very certain of that, yes.
Okay.
Go to
able to
Saki's
Saki's
family.
family.
Oh.
And they want that.
Yeah.
They know she's
Gwen will never, ever play 7 Days to Die. She cannot stand zombies. I will, but
Did they say zombies?
7 Days to Die is zombies. It's actually one of the best survival zombie games out there.
I don't know what it is.
It's a wonderful game that you can play on PC. Now that you have one. No, God, no. It has a Xbox version, but the Xbox version is so old that you can't really play it. And the new Xbox version that comes out will not be cross-play compatible with the PC version for a few months. It's going to be out for a while. Anyway, so that's what you guys find. What do you do?
Kidnapped. I know you were going to see Mom.
Earring.
Yep.
I presume it belongs to the girl, but that would be making an assumption. But go to her family.
Okay.
And do they recognize this earring?
Yes, when you talk to some people at New Saki, they confirm the earring belonged to her.
I clean it up
So
so that
that
it's
it's
not
not
blood.
bloodstained
Okay.
anymore. It's not like we had to collect blood samples.
Who is our most stealthy or deceptive NPC in the group? Would that probably be Lindsay?
The other thing that
NPCs to do what?
Oblar finds is a ledger and a bow.
Okay, so Owen finds ledger and a bow. Solomon finds the earring.
Correct.
Finds is it a gold earring?
Look at it.
Yeah, we'll check
With
out.
Correct.
blood?
What do you
Bow for it's his belongings. We're not here to steal his shit.
Oh, this is a nice bow.
Extremely nice.
What? Nothing.
We're not here to steal his shit.
We're confiscating it for the investigation.
No, we're not.
I was gonna leave it.
It's not for
What are you doing with the ledger and the bow?
I'm going to have a look at the ledger.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm unless you're physically restraining, I'm taking the bow because I think we're leaving a weapon in the hands of a potentially dangerous criminal.
that is turning into a wolf that doesn't use that weapon.
Still.
So one of the things you notice is it's a thin leather-bound folio. It documents animals that this guy has delivered to various employers. Most of these are pretty minor deliveries of animal pelts and the like, but one entry in particular stands out. This entry is dated about the same time that you guys found the Stag Lord, and mentions a bandit named Eric, which is a pretentiously spelled way of Eric, but that's hilarious.
Is there Y in it?
Nope. EIRIKK.
I hate that.
I know, so do I. I love it.
Fuck.
It also rings a bell. Haven't we read that person before?
This is not a bell for me.
To whom Kundal delivered 3 brush thylacines,
Pronounced Sam.
a tiger, and a boar. In addition to being the largest single delivery in the ledger, the entry bears a notation indicating the animals were to be unharmed and ready to be trained to fight.
Eric is setting up an animal fighting ring.
Sorry. So we find pastures at this bed, Eric, or like large animals,
Mm-hmm.
to him unharmed.
Yes.
Yes.
Ready to fight.
Just
And he
so I
delivered
can-
3 bush thyselines, which you guys fought that one time. It was kind of that.
Tasmanian tigers.
Pretty much, yep. A tiger and a boar.
To where?
Large animals.
It doesn't give the location. It's just a ledger of, these pelts to Oleg, these pelts here, this thing here, and then this to this. But
What? No map with precise.
no map with a giant X on it.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
Sorry,
it's
to
not
push
things
what?
repeat.
Thyselines.
Whatever.
ThylaCines.
Tasmanian tigers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. Okay.
Yeah, you guys fought these. This was one of the first things you ran into in this area. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's actually what a Tasmanian tiger was.
Yeah, it was like 3 days south of the bandit camp.
Mammalian.
Okay.
Wait, you said that he delivered a pelt to Oleg?
Yep.
He's got a ledger of stuff he hunts.
Professionally, apparently.
Okay. Oleg might be familiar with him.
But Oleg's also a ways away.
Oleg's
Like 5 days away though.
Oh.
Or 3 or
Well,
4
that would
days
explain
away.
why he has a bow if he's a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skins and
Again, I don't want this potentially dangerous criminal having a.
if he's clear, we can always give it back.
Exactly. It's not like I'm claiming it, saying this is mine now, bitch. You don't have to kill him because he's a werewolf. Then I will.
I do want to let Tweet get a good smell of his things so that he gets this guy's scent.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. I
I'm
got it.
tempted to make an awakened animal wolf that's a ranger. I think that'd be awesome.
That would be just.
Okay.
My first reaction is, are you feeding Harley temptations? Cat trees? I mean, to each their own, but
I was like, ooh, snacks. Oh, wait. No.
Ooh, snacks.
You're not wrong.
All right. So later on in the afternoon, the runner. This is actually, you guys are very close to
We try.
evening supper time at this point. From when you started for all the walking and stuff. When you convene the council, Knock Knock is there. He is.
fuck is the runner?
He came and got us.
Oh, he's
Yes.
He said.
Oh, sorry. Nope. I was handing out snacks.
So when you guys get to the or in the council, what do you guys do? What do you talk about? Okay.
That's what happened.
Knock, knock.
Why are you here, first of all?
He says, "Well, we."
Where's Harim?
Oh, they're still cleaning up the troll place. It takes a lot of scrubbing to get that stank out, even with prestige
Yeah,
with the finger thingy he does and clean stuff.
What happened?
Decided to come back a little on your own.
Well, we ran into a couple people, and the name escapes me, so Knock Knock doesn't remember either. But they said they were taking over an area, and they had hoped to do it with your guys's okay, and if so,
Fuck off.
they will pledge fully to you,
Okay. Got it.
and
I don't know.
they will make a new tune.
Guess what I'm going to have? Tune. Mean town?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good note. Thank you.
Was one of them short,
Wearing purple outfit. Or robes.
Good question.
No, they were insert name that Corey forgot races, but they seemed really nice, and they were really determined to help make a difference.
Knock knock.
Yeah.
I appreciate you and I love you to dear, but you also thought that Solomon was nice.
He is. Solomon's my buddy.
I also PM. Solomon is nice.
Solomon is nice.
Not to you.
But
I was coming up here. Harim said it would be good for me to come up and tell you that the troll dwarf place is being repaired,
he's got a message from her.
and they
That our bandages all over.
no, it's like pen. It looks like ink.
Can he still read it? Because he was.
Oh, not really. No. So that's why he's kind of looking at it, and it's all smudged and stuff. And he thinks it can become mechanic. No.
Give him other things to think about.
A mention?
Mansion?
No.
I don't know.
A
Let it work out.
How many words?
Well, one word.
One word sounds like
Mecca? No, just Mecca?
Oh,
A Mecca? Mecca?
wants the dwarves to come there again.
Did he
Yes.
say anything about dwarves living there again?
Well, he thinks if, because of the shrine,
Okay.
it could become a place where dwarves wish to travel to.
as like a pilgrimage.
Yes, yeah. Mecca, yeah. But it will take a while.
He's gonna charge them for it, right?
His face just completely screws up. Maybe. Should I tell him he should?
Solomon's writing in his notebook.
Yes.
Hire
Henchmen to establish road crew near
Toll booth. Toll bridge.
Wharf Place.
Funny thing is, one of the activities you guys can do is, no, actually, is hire adventures.
Yes, eventually, I could see long term there being roads between us and
Yep.
other settlements and
Yeah.
your place.
And you can actually go.
You actually do also get kingdom experience for building roads.
Yeah.
So,
But it's active.
yeah. Anyway, he says, so I want to come up and say hi because it's been kind of boring down there with Harem and like I was skittish. He did get beat up pretty bad in the last one, and he doesn't have my fortitude. He says with the big fucking grin,
And the bandages all over.
literally. But he says, I think it will. Harem is almost very confused when he says that.
He's not doesn't seem as
He's
depressed.
not a very emotional fellow.
Yeah, no, but his
He's an emo dwarf.
talk of end of times is a little bit less every day than it used to be.
Maybe it's true. We'll go back down and visit. But no, right now we got shit to do.
He says, but yeah, so I was walking up to see you guys, and I was walking through the night because I can see perfectly at night, and then I heard a growl, a very deep, throaty growl, and when I turned, I saw and it bound at me. I got a couple good licks in, but it really. He looks at his arm and he kind of does the.
Yeah.
He's like, but it really got a good bite, and I thought this would probably be best if I led it towards you so that you could help, because I'm amazing, but not that amazing. He says it looks a little deflated.
Good job.
He beams when you say that, by the way. And he's like, and it didn't really follow me after about a half hour. It kind of gave up the fight. It started getting more sunlight out, and that's when it just kind of left. And like I said, I got a couple good licks into it. But yeah, it hurt.
If we find this guy,
A medical camp set up anywhere with a medical tent?
Oh, gee.
not
Wherever us two are, or three, because you got medicine as well. So.
no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
All my healing's magical.
Okay, us two.
So the answer is no, you do not have that kind of thing. Again, that's another building you can eventually look at putting in. Oh, and that's pretty much, he says, and then I woke up by Miri and then Valerie.
We're glad you made it back safe and you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I'll probably stay
Any,
a little bit of time before I go back down.
any extra hair lately that you don't normally have?
He bends his ear, looks at it. Nope, all clean.
Yeah, if you get the urge to like bite people more than normal, let us know.
He's like, I always want to bite people.
I'm not a bitey goblin. I'm a punchy goblin.
Yeah, but if you get the urge to bite people or pee on trees or sniff people's butts.
Then, just because you do that doesn't mean that he's going to.
He looks very confused. Like, those aren't normal things?
Exactly.
And he just kind of wanders away. You can see Valerie and Amiri just kind of shake their head and they're like,
getting a craving for red meat. Well, he's a goblin. He's always going to have a craving for red meat.
okay. Amiri and Valerie definitely agree with you 100% that it's likely a werewolf. Lindsay regales you with some tales of it. She says a lot of time what will happen is they will lose all sense of being. They become very feral, so that, whoever's doing it likely knows they are a werewolf. They would wake up in the morning in probably not places they normally sleep in.
You could confine yourself to stop yourself from doing this, but this guy obviously isn't.
Yeah. And she agrees. She says, yeah, absolutely. That she goes, it might be something. She says, well, it can also depend on how long the person's been. If the person's been a werewolf for years, they would probably know to do that. If they only were bitten recently, they might not really be fully aware. She says, if the guy isn't in his room when you looked, he's probably on the I know what's going on
It's
side.
a disease.
Absolutely, she says.
Here, knock, knock.
Not drink this. Anti-plague.
He pops it.
It'll help you. It'll help.
It could help you.
Yep, he pops it and chugs it.
Yeah. So
Minty.
If
he has to make a saving throw, fortitude save versus the disease,
Okay.
he gets a +1
All right.
for 24 hours.
Okie dokie.
So when the sun sets and he has to make a fortitude save to not turn into a werewolf, he gets +1.
Okay, so every time we have
Every +1 counts.
That's
Nice.
right.
like if we be looking for this guy, Tweet has his scent, it may be easier. Although we're living again amongst the unwashed masses. So.
Well, one of the things just game mechanic wise, is it is called an imprecise scent or imprecise sense, and he will be able to track stuff within basically 30 feet of him. So yeah, just a heads up on how that mechanic
So
works.
he'd have to get nearby before he'd be able to notice something.
Yeah, like he would notice around the area, but as soon as it gets within X amount of squares, he would definitely be able to pinpoint that person at that. Yeah, you become basically the person cannot hide against someone with scent. They become not unnoticed, but they can become hidden, but never unnoticed because of the scent.
Yeah.
All right. That night, what do you guys do? Solomon is tootling around as a little girl.
Beat.
All
Tweet
right.
and I are out looking for this guy because I have dark vision and Tweet's got his scent.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a map with you guys.
You want me to follow you?
Follow me.
I'm going to share a map with you guys, and I'm going to have turned off here.
Well, just wait a second before this. So are we saying that if we find him, like, we're gonna kill him?
Apprehend him. Yeah, apprehend him.
If he's already a werewolf, we'll probably have to knock him out.
Okay.
That will more than likely involve knocking him unconscious in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, that's fine.
Do we have any silver weapons?
That's a good question. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go for a quick bio break before we get into this, and we can also you need to feed the cats. So we will be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll continue with this.
To treat condition.
Yeah, and there's another one, another treat one. You should have one at 4, one at 6. It might just be clicked on it twice accidentally.
Yeah, I must have accidentally chosen the second one and forgotten to hand it.
All right.
That was good. I ate that real fast.
Yep. Okay, I'm just deep into Fortnite lore right now.
Fortnite lore.
Yeah.
We're
So,
playing Pathfinder.
I know. I'm trying to explain to Kai that in Chapter 2, Season 4 of Fortnite, it was all Marvel themed. They did a huge collab where it was like upstate New York was on the map. You could like be Iron Man, Wolverine was like in the woods, like all this stuff. All these superheroes showed up. And since the end of Chapter 4, or like midway through Chapter 4, you were like basically transported back in time into like an alternate timeline where you were back to like the original map from like Chapter 1, Season 1. Like you were back in OG Fortnite. And then ever since then, you've been repeating the same storylines but slightly different. So like similar things are happening, but it's different characters. If you know like the lore, you're like, oh my god, this is a repeat of the same chapters. Well, we're currently on chapter 5, which would be chapter 2, season 3, which means next season would be like the collab with Marvel. So I'm
You have
wondering.
to pay money for this, and they're just repeating them over and over again.
Well, no, it's a free game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't pay for it. You can pay for like the battle pass or like the subscription to get that every month, which like I do. But like we're in an alternate timeline, and so I'm wondering what the collab is going to be next season. If it's going to be superheroes again, or if it's going to be like specifically Marvel, like how we're going to do it, because that has been like the best season that I've ever played.
It's gonna be Smurfs.
Oh no.
Which would
I
be,
want if it's probably going to be. It's probably going to be
everybody's gonna be blue.
Disney, which makes me think it'll be Marvel again. But I'm really excited for it. I was just thinking about it. The Fortnite lore is actually really good. If you dig deep, it's there. It's crazy.
I've only played the Lego part of the game.
It's also really fun.
I have my child-sized cloak of illusions on. I'm pretending to be a child. I'm skipping. First, we should do some recall knowledges and see what we know
Yes.
about werewolves.
Yep. Before the nighttime, we're gonna do some recall knowledges
Prepare.
and ask Lindsay to do some recall knowledges as well.
All right, everybody.
Knowledge on werewolves is either Arcana, Nature, or Society.
Society
They are back.
it
Do
is.
Yes, we are.
society. I want to know about
We've been back for your whole Fortnite.
I didn't realize that. I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
Corey. I want to do society on vulnerabilities of werewolves.
Okay, give me that in the tower.
What are they weak to?
Weak to silver.
Okay. We can buy up to level 3 items. What level is silver items? That's my next question.
Silvering? Oh,
To the general store.
I want some.
He's like, oh no.
I want some silver
It's the
arrows.
adventurers again.
He probably makes a lot of money off us, so he'd be happy to see us.
Yes. Unless we're like the ones in the TikTok videos. Basically,
I
you
know
walk
what
into your
TikTok
local 7-Eleven and make me sell you make me buy 500 gold worth of stuff.
Yep.
I don't have 500 gold, but I bought it all anyway.
Low grade silver objects are level 2.
correct.
I am going to buy some silver arrows, please.
He likes you.
I know.
He won't try to eat your
40
cake,
gold
though. He's not
pieces
interested in
for
people's
a
food.
low-grade silver weapon.
It
40
says-
gold
It
pieces,
says
you
20
say?
GP per bulk.
Well, so now I can hear the players like normal, but Corey is muted a bit.
That's because I turned off my microphone.
Oh, that'll do it.
Silver weapons are 40 gold pieces plus 4 gold pieces per bulk.
Good thing we got a general store here.
How much money do I have?
Yeah, if you wish to craft it, it's 20 silver pieces of silver plus 2 silver pieces per bulk.
Which we don't have time to do.
You definitely do not have time to start crafting out magic or silver items. No.
I have
I use magic.
8 gold.
Sword is good.
Our man is gonna be what? Alright, I'm gonna see what I know about
I do have cleanse affliction, it's just not prepared.
lycanthropes.
I have it prepared.
Do werewolves
Only
regenerate
the one we ate.
Yeah.
like trolls
Ooh, interesting question.
unless they're hit by silver?
So even if I steal from treasury, I still don't have enough gold.
You are unsure.
Treasury only has 13 gold.
Well, I didn't.
No, like our personal
Yes.
treasury,
No,
not the,
Sure.
not the
No, they
total.
don't, but they do.
Okay, okay.
No, that's
I could tell you anything when you crit fail.
Exactly.
found, but not shared out amongst ourselves.
Got it.
So you think about it and think about it and think about it and hurt yourself thinking about it.
Damn it.
Mind you, I
I
was
have
walking
lots of money, so I can pay for whatever you need.
I never heard anything about
between you and Ardella, you could buy,
werewolves if they
set of
regenerate
Or
or
silver
something
arrows.
like that.
but it
So-
might be.
We're good.
I think we're fine. What did
Lindsay?
Lindsay say?
What's that?
So we're good. They don't regenerate.
Oh, okay. You asked Lindsay?
But
Well, I'm confident that they don't regenerate.
so they're vulnerable to silver.
Correct.
And someone can check to see what they're resistant to.
What kind of check is that?
A nature society or
Arcana, nature, or society.
I asked if they regenerate and using silver.
Oh, those are all the exact same.
regenerates
I
or
will do
something, but I'm not
nature,
sure.
because I'm good at that one. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
I'll have to see to find out.
As far as you know, they have no
Resistances?
resistances. Correct.
okay, so you don't necessarily need silver. It would just help, as far as we know.
Yeah, you know that they're weak to silver, and that means they'll probably do more damage
Yeah.
with a silver strike. But
All right.
But we don't have to have
There's 4 of us.
I got no silver and I can't afford anything silver, so.
We don't use melee weapons.
Well, that's why I was trying to get on my arrows.
Well, you have your thunder mace if you need to.
True. I do have one. I've just never used it.
I already forgot what you said. How much are your silver arrows?
It's 40 gold plus 2 gold per bulk.
Oh, I'm just fucking kidding. I don't think I only have 22.
To be very honest, don't waste your money.
Yeah.
It only does extra damage. It's not like they're immune to every other weapon unless it's silver.
I was
So
thinking that they were more like 5E, where they're resistant to anything that's non-magical, non-silver. But Pathfinder runs it differently. So
if only you have recall knowledge to learn before you start making
make it assumptions.
shopping. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it didn't hurt to look into it.
No, we did read a bunch of recall knowledges, so
Because you have better things you could be buying with that kind of money than a silvered weapon.
it's a whole lot of scratch for a silver weapon.
Yep.
I'm gonna go steal one. I'm gonna start stealing everything. If I see someone with a silver weapon, I'm gonna steal it from them.
All right. So you see in the area,
brand new set of arrows, and suddenly they're gone.
you guys are walking along the road. You are skipping. Can you make me that check again? The
Deception.
yeah, the impersonate. So you're
No, I get a +1 on stealth.
okay. So the bulk of you are kind of away from Solomon, and you hear him like la 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 la. I'm a young girl, and you're like, even Knock sticks his head out the door, and he's like, what? Anyway,
What is Solomon doing?
I'm not a con man. I'm a physical rogue, man.
you definitely are not.
What did you do?
Oh, okay.
What did I do? Let's use Tweak to cast around the area, I guess, and see if you can pick up a scent of a...
Solomon coming down the street, trying to stay in the shadow of the area.
He's like trying to stay in the shadow of the inn, and then scuttles to the tenement, and then realizes he's on the edge of town, so he's running out of space, so he's going to scuttle back in.
See that guy.
Yep,
Walking towards me. Or
you sure do.
Sneaking towards you.
He is trying to be stealthy and rolled a nat 1. So
I'm still not in.
at this point, it is initiative.
I'm gonna roll
Perception, not deception for my initiative. I think I have the choice anyway.
No, you actually do not. You are trying to deceive, so that is what is going to be your roll.
Deception.
That licks balls.
Wow.
You're gonna have to apply it.
as my initiative then.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's gonna lick balls. But that's okay. Maybe I'll roll high. I did roll high.
Why can I never remember my fucking initiative is?
It's on me.
Oh,
He rolls another. No. Why is that not?
this is open, right? Not in the tower?
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, of course. It's initiative.
Well, poop.
All right, so.
We still all rolled better than the wolf like king.
Oops, no, that's not. Okay, so Solomon, you actually go first in initiative. He rolled like shit. So you see this large, werewolf. Hang on, let me just shit. Oops, no, it's not. Who does such a shit job in hiding?
We all know.
There, you all notice that.
Oh, there he is. Found him.
Yeah, he's in the dim light.
Light from my light.
And what do you do, sir?
So you're a little girl strolling down the street
Oh,
with a magical light on you.
Anyone hit?
She's got a
doll, you
basket of goodies for her grandma.
Yeah.
No, I'm a doll. And my little
Does your dress involve a red hood?
little lantern
Lantern with my light, magical light.
Absolutely.
and yeah, well, the doll is actually a turkey leg and a cheesecloth.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yep.
Barbecue turkey leg and cheesecloth
That's my favorite type of
with
doll.
whiskey barbecue sauce on it because I'm going all out to try to attract the werewolf.
Or you just hungry peasants.
No, this is definitely a werewolf. You saw him.
All right, Solomon.
Free action,
Yep.
drop the item in the vault. And 2 actions, I put up the hood of my cloak.
And I am now invisible.
Okay.
Look, a little girl. Where'd you go?
And
Sorry, we're in the woods.
No, you're in town.
Oh.
So this is
We're all
like
just
a,
kinda hidden
it's like
in
a
the
grassy patch. in
Or
the
is he the
road,
only
right?
one that's
Yeah.
like, are we even hidden?
We're not even hidden. We're just kind of
We're
following
hanging out.
behind
you
him.
just follow
Follow
just outside of my light.
But
You're using lights of your own, so.
No, not.
No, I'm not.
He is.
I'm gonna have people's like quite annoyed about it.
And then I will 5, 10,
We
15,
didn't tell you to put it away.
25,
Dress up Solomon.
30.
because I
No,
got
Solomon
Sweet.
chose to do that all in the
I will.
We had nothing to do with that.
5, 10, 15,
Don't you pigeonhole me with that.
25, 30. I will.
We did not work out guide you
There.
Okay.
Damn, you want to do.
It will.
I like that you used my idea of bringing your foot here, though.
Ew.
Self sneak. Oh.
Holy
with his light in one hand.
Okay.
I should have tried
Like,
it.
no.
That's fine.
Turkey leg covered in.
I just dropped it. I just dropped it, put up my hood, I'm now invisible.
I'm
And,
not there yet.
depending on your perception, you don't have a freaking clue where I am.
All right, he's done. Ordella. So Ordella, you see the ever-burning torch drop to the ground, and then you see Solomon just basically disappear into the night, and you hear footfalls leading off to the west of the map.
So this,
Yeah, what were you saying?
I am the night.
That's it.
This grass in front of me.
It's just grass. There's
It's not like tall grass like
No,
every day.
no.
There would need to be some tall grass, but it's wintertime, so it'd be snow.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Can I see that Kundal? Or whatever the fuck?
The wolf,
The wolf?
human.
We all saw it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Corey said.
You see it, but he is considered concealed to you because he is far enough away in the shadows that you cannot get a good
Okay.
target on him.
Aware of him.
Yeah, he's in dim light, so he's concealed because he's 10 feet past my ever-burning torch is 20 feet of bright light. So he's in dim light.
I'm just gonna move up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I want to try and be quiet though.
In my light? Okay.
I'm trying to get away from you in your light.
Nobody told you to put it away.
Literally.
It's a little late now. I think he's seen us.
That's why I'm trying to get away from you.
Let's get into this conversation.
All right, go ahead and move yourself.
There's my
Uh,
torch.
Oh, that's your
My
torch. Okay.
ever-burning torch.
So 5, 10, 20.
You're in the bright light.
now. 5, 15, 20.
Nope.
Actually, you can keep going up.
I can go right here?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to be a little bit closer to you.
You
You
are
were
at
at the edge of the bright light. You were
I
in
can
like,
move go like right
the
here.
one square of dim light.
that is not covered by the radius.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go right where I am now.
There. You're now in moonlight, and there is a marker I just put down where the light was dropped.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
That is beautiful. So I'm just on the edge of the light.
Oh, I'm not in pink. I want to be in pink mode.
Whoa.
Pinged yourself?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm hiding.
I don't think I want to do anything else.
Okay.
Just raise my shield, I guess.
Okay.
Like the classic go-to.
Oblar.
No, now it's unbroken shield equipped. What? Did my shield break? When? No, it didn't. That's a lie.
You just didn't have it equipped, maybe. All right.
It has taken some damage, but I'm sure I
Not
would have
that
repaired
much. Yeah.
It's been like a month.
What is this?
Oh, apparently my shield is in Stag's End. That's incorrect. It should be on me. I was moving stuff and I must have moved that one by accident.
That'll do it. All right, Oblar, what are we doing?
Just trying to find my spell. Why don't I have my spell here?
Daylight.
Actually, I was thinking of hitting with a beacon arrow.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what my... Where's my fucking spell? New
I'm
version
still
of,
in the light.
Plans? Level 2.
Guaranteed shot 1.
Guidance.
No.
Force Barrage?
It has to be before you shoot, and then you get...
Your True Strike one?
Yes, that version. For some reason, I'm not seeing it on my list anymore. I don't know what happened to it,
If you know, you know.
because it's a bonus spell for me at first
Clearly
level.
you don't know.
So I always have it prepared, and somehow it's gone off of my...
I guess I should pull up the combat tracker.
Sorry, I don't mean to slow things down, but I really want to be able to hit with this beacon arrow.
That's fine.
Specifically, I want to see if it negates the penalty for obscured, or...
Concealed.
You mean Sure Strike?
Yes.
Under your focus spells?
Is it under my focus?
Of course it is. It's a focus spell.
Is that what bonus spells are?
Yes.
Sure, yep, that one.
It's also focus spells tend to be one action, so
Yeah, it is.
roll the
Roll
attack
twice.
twice.
Ignore circumstance penalties to the attack roll and any flat check required to do the target being concealed.
All right, there we go.
Perfect.
Go flat check.
All right.
All right.
So I cast my focus spell,
Okay, so Oblar fires off.
and then I shoot him with my beacon arrow.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you had your ever-burning torch out too.
Yeah, he
There's a whole lot of light here.
now.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Excellent.
Sorry, I didn't have him targeted, but I'm guessing I don't have to reroll that.
Almost. You may want to target him.
Okay, let me just. Oh, come on, no, fuck off. All right,
Just want to target for the fact that.
target is control click, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Targeted. Excuse me.
No real estate. So we're gonna go with first one, I'm guessing.
I thought you just had to.
No, it was
He automatically rolls twice. His spell basically gives him like 5e advantage. He's just crit fishing.
Yeah.
I see.
So we'll go with the first one.
Because
It hits him,
does hit him.
Okay.
and the beacon arrow specifically says.
Oh shit! I have a low-grade silver short sword. Well, I will use that.
Fuck.
Look into my inventory.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting things today?
I have no idea.
Shoosh, Jana.
That's hilarious.
Basically, it negates his concealed as the arrow starts emitting sparks. There it is, beacon shot arrow. In my quiver, who figured? Yeah. The shaft of the beacon shot is studded with tiny flecks of glimmering gemstones. When activated, beacon shot hits a target, it embeds itself in the target and spews sparks for 1 minute. If the target is invisible, it becomes merely hidden. If the sparks also negate the concealed condition, if the target was otherwise concealed.
Okay.
The creature can remove an arrow or bolt with an interact action and succeeding at a DC 20 athletics check.
You do damage?
And it still does damage.
Okay. Roll some damage.
Back to my actions. 2 points. Take that! All at once.
Okay. Third action.
That was one action. Oh, you're right. No,
You cast one. You drew it. You fired your bow.
I'm going to. You know what? I'll shoot him a second time with a regular
Okay.
arrow this time.
Hit.
Because no motherfucker gets to wander around my town looking all wolfy and killing people.
Boy, I'm sure glad that thing, does its own math because I would have hated to have to, move my mouse all the way over here for a 1. All right. Sienna.
But he no longer has concealed against everyone else, so.
Yes, that is correct. Ooh, 5 feet away.
Yeah, he's really far. I'm gonna have to move up.
Okay. First action is to move.
I should bring up
Yeah,
the
so fast.
archives, I suppose.
Yep.
How do you find those?
How far does Tweak go?
Tweak moves at 35.
Okay, so I'm going to use 1 to command Tweak.
Okay.
Get him.
Tweak gets 2 actions.
Okay, so you can move and then pounce.
Yeah.
30. Can you target him for Tweak, please?
Yep.
He's not gonna be able to get to him. He's still 50 feet away. Alright, double move then.
I can't be seen. I'm undetected to everyone.
30,
I am the knight.
35. Yeah, he can't do the pounce because he's still
Okay.
can't get to him.
All right.
But he's closest. He's third down.
Your third action.
I'm still too far away to do anything. What? Do I have anything that shoots that far? That one's 60. Oh, it's only 30. Mission is 30.
Oh, I know what I should have done, but that's okay. Doing the math of how close I am. I thought I was further away.
Could have sudden charged.
Yeah. I didn't think I had enough.
So Gwen, one of the things you also can do,
Now I can.
you can command him a second time.
Yes, but your first time.
It's just one action.
If you suppose you couldn't
Yeah,
move once.
I didn't think about that. I was like, well, I'll move. I moved so that I would be within range of him. I was like, I thought I had to wait for my next turn, but now I'm going, well, I only use 1 action.
Ah, there we
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna do that again. 'cause I
Okay.
have
Yeah,
nothing I can do that uses only 1 action, and I'm not remotely close enough.
Okay. So command animal again.
Yep.
Tweak, go get him. So Tweak can pounce.
Bounce. No.
Cat versus dog fight.
Strike on strike.
Get him. Get him.
Miss. Oh my god.
No. Plus 2.
Plus
No,
2.
it's supposed to be plus 12.
So it's giving you multi-attack
Number 3 for some reason.
Did you press multi-attack on the top, Gwen?
Maybe I've accidentally. I don't know.
Yeah, press it off.
Well, 28 will hit.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
13 points. Yay.
You did more damage with 1 bite than I did with 2 arrows.
So that's a pounce. He still has another action. Yep. And now this would be multi-attack 2. Okay, so that will miss because that's -4, which is 22. All right, and now Gwen is done. Okay, so one of the things, Keith, you notice as you were moving away, his eyes were locked right on you.
Oh, he can smell you.
I'm still hidden.
But you have meat in your hand.
No, he had meat in his hand,
You dropped
but
me.
he's also got imprecise scent of 30 feet. You cannot be invisible to him. You can be hidden, but not invisible.
Undetected.
You're not undetected. But there's now a cat in his face, so that will change his plan. He looks at
He's
Tweak.
gonna be a werecat, werewolf kitty.
What are you gonna do? Turn into a human at night?
Yes.
And he will
That'd be weird.
first attack. He will.
That's what I thought that was gonna-
The lizard that turns into a human. Who's like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm a human.
Get a job in the mortgage.
I'm gonna get a job in the morning.
Okay, he is going to try to bite. That's a hit.
Tweak has been bitten.
14 damage. Tweak is also knocked down.
Yes, that would be a wolfy thing too.
A wolfy wolf.
It's the only one that can get to him. I have no chance. I have short, stubbly legs.
Run faster.
Sudden
I
try.
can't.
Get ranged weapons.
I have lots of range stuff.
Weapon.
And then it is going to use an action called Rip and Drag.
Such so
Am I
that
still
you
not-
can be in flank.
You
You
can
can
sudden
charge, but 50 feet makes you not in flank.
Wait.
You have 25-foot speed,
Yeah, I do.
and if you
So
sudden
wait,
charge,
That's a fort check. Tweak failed. That's bad.
How about
Uh-oh.
a bracelet of dashing?
that gives you 10 feet, doesn't it?
Oh, whoops, hang on. Nope, that's my bad. I have to re-roll that.
You gain a plus 10-foot status bonus for speed to speed for 1 minute.
But you have to use it indirectly.
So it fails.
Worn item.
No, it's actually, it's an attack roll versus, it's not a saving throw, so he missed.
I can use it once per day. It's
It-
always
Oh,
activation.
versus tweak.
Yeah.
Correct, correct.
If Tweak's still alive at this point,
Now he failed, so he inflicts 2d6 piercing damage.
Oh, God.
Oh, poor tweak.
He then repositions the target into an adjacent square. So he's gonna.
Even though he failed.
Yep, that's on a fail. On a success, he does 5d6 damage.
Oh, Jeebus.
It's like I accidentally moved one step back thinking I was going to be out of the light.
All right,
It's like I
that's 2 actions.
Do it now if you've got 25 feet.
Mathematically, I love having the cat with me,
You can move right
but
in
in practicality,
without activating it.
not useful.
where
He's
he's now.
constantly getting
yeah.
harassed.
So
It will leave you with an action.
He provides flank sometimes.
Yeah, when he's
And then he moves me.
His last action is to move right over to Keith.
No, just kidding. Well, if I
I'm,
move up,
I am hidden.
Hidden still.
Yeah,
Which means he still
I-
has the arrow. in it.
your roll was not good.
I'm still hidden.
Oh, yeah.
I'm invisible.
Yep.
Just not undetected.
Yep. He gives you from your toes all the way up to your eyebrow, to your bushy mutton chops. He gives you a nice sniff, and that's all he does. And that is top of the round. Solomon.
So does that mean because he's hidden, does that mean he's automatically has the opponent off guard?
No, because you're imprecise scent. You didn't hide well enough,
Okay.
so you're invisible, but you're still detected by him.
You're
Because
shuffling your feet.
but he
and-
knows.
actually, no, you could see where he is. You rolled a 21. You didn't beat anyone's perception.
I'm still hidden. That's the thing. It says invisibility.
Yep.
It makes you undetected to all creatures, though the creatures can attempt to find the target, making it hidden to them instead.
Correct.
So you have to sneak. You have to seek me
Yep.
to find me.
Correct.
To make me hidden to you.
Which means he would have had to
I'm
take an
still
action.
hidden. He is still off guard.
Correct. Yes,
It
you're right.
does not matter.
So I'm going to sneak. Yeah,
I know.
but I'm still gonna sneak to
You
here.
have a pretty good idea.
He will take an attack of opportunity on you.
But he's still got the flat check.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, and that's
Yep.
Because imprecise doesn't allow you to do it.
Actually, I need to put hidden on you. 1 second. 1 second, Keith. I got to put hidden on you. Otherwise, it won't roll the proper thing. Boop. There we go. All right. And then I have to retarget. So there. Yep. And then attack. He goes to bite, and he misses. Oh, you're lucky. Rolled a 31 to hit. So you go you go whipping around him, and you see his neck just chunk, and you're like, he almost gets your ponytail, Keith. Sorry. Or you're sorry, pigtail.
I snuck to there just to make it right.
Okay.
So now you're behind him. instead of-
well.
Theoretically, there's no real.
See you soon.
Yep. There's no no real facing in in Pathfinder.
I'm making him flat-footed.
Yep.
Because I am still hidden to him.
And
Quick draw. The filter's fort.
Okay. So
We
you.
don't see keys, but all of a sudden we see a filter fort sticking out of the wolf's butt.
Yes. Facts.
Well, as soon as he attacks, the invisibility drops.
yeah.
That's a hit.
Nice. Now I'm nervous using the steel short sword. I don't have as high a attack roll.
But it does way more damage.
I only roll plus 15 instead of plus 18.
That's only 3 points.
18 points of damage.
Ooh.
Used to be high though.
And
If the hostile target, if the target uses a hostile action, the spell ends after the hostile action is completed.
Yep.
So first we see the filter's fort sticking his butt, and then you appear.
Ordella.
I swirl that, giving me +1 damage.
Okay, I'm going to sudden charge.
Okay. It's 2 action.
Third, yeah, perfect.
And he is flat-footed off guard to you. So make sure you press that button before you roll your attack. So I'll give you the +2 to him.
It's winter. I'm wearing 2 capes.
One's fur-lined.
one's just wrapped around my arm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, no, I'm using this one. Oh, let me target him. Whoa.
Yeah.
I just double clicked. I was like, wait a second. I'm not ready yet. 25.
Hits.
Hits. Good stuff.
What
Aww. Didn't do a ton.
Oh, heightened.
And then,
Interesting. Okay.
I will.
Well, that's funny. Under traits, it doesn't have the word silver. That's funny. Like, why didn't you do the extra 10 damage? The item doesn't have the trait of silver.
Weird.
Oh.
So-
It's called the silver.
Oh, I know. I know. It's just the weapon isn't set properly. That's fine.
Oh.
I just added extra 10 damage. All good.
Okay. Thank you.
And what would you like to do for your third action?
I think I'll raise my shield.
Good plan.
Yeah, he's hitting
Yeah.
Oblar.
like a truck.
Like a truck.
Like a truck.
Like a cart with a whole bunch of front of it.
Yep.
Because you don't know what a truck is.
Put it on my duelist cape, but I do.
I don't know what a Clydesdale is.
I found out the best thing ever yesterday. Hasbro has a 24-hour G.I. Joe cartoon channel on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
I watched that for hours yesterday. Gwen and I were getting ready to watch the show. I'm like, wait. This is the last part of part 5. I need to watch the end of this. No, you didn't. You watched it with me, and then we watched Doctor Who.
I watched the end of the episode with you, but
Yeah.
that was after I had come upstairs and you had been watching it for hours.
So I cast Spiritual Armament.
Okay.
So a dagger, a glowing spectral weapon dagger appears in my hand.
Okay. All right.
That's got 120 foot range, doesn't it?
Sure does. And I miss him.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Hey!
I'm assuming that's a 2 action.
Yep.
Okay. Third action.
Don't forget.
I strode.
Oh,
yes. You know what?
Do it again.
There you go.
Let's do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
I gave everyone 2 because Carly was actually awake and ready to go this morning.
I feel so fucking
Even
attacked.
worse. Even worse.
Okay, Oblar, third action.
I strode.
Oh, you
My
moved.
first action
Okay.
was to stride.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, he's actually in my range now. Oh, and he saves. Ooh.
Takes half damage. Okay, and that's a 2 action. What's your third?
I will use my third to
That was a lot of 4s.
Okay. Yeah, actually, really good damage.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, all right, he goes. He's gonna try to bite Solomon.
But of course.
25 hits.
He sees my shield and goes, I don't want to bite that.
25 does hit because that ties my.
Yep, 22 damage, and he knocks your ass prone. Solomon.
Huh. It did not do my level up correctly.
And then he is going to try to rip and drag you. That's I gotta make sure I use that properly.
Correctly, and then
Oh, he rolled a crit fail. Actually,
Because that kind of sucks.
kind of fails to inflict any damage. That's what the crit fail does.
no damage? No damage.
Oh, yeah. Because if we tried anything on him,
Okay,
it
and
failed.
he cannot do that. So he will try his third attack on you with jaws. Actually, with a claw. Yeah,
Because that's agile, so it's only -8.
and he hits.
22?
Yeah.
That wouldn't even hit my AC without
My cloak.
Oh, no. but
My cloak gives me +1 to AC till the start of my next turn, so that should be 23.
Okay.
Because I'm prone, so -2 to AC.
Correct.
But I don't have a way to
add
add
the +1 to AC.
Make a note of it, and I will add it as an effect to your cloak, and then you'll be able to put it on there.
Corey, Kindness Grounds was incorrectly calculating my spell attack.
Okay.
You added me as trained. I'm actually expert. So would have 25 have hit him with my?
Yes, it would.
Okay. All right, I won't.
So I'm gonna have to probably rebuild your character from ground up because you're swapping instead of doing the add level. I think has really screwed up the character.
Okay. All right. Well, I just changed, but yeah, I guess we can rebuild it from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was causing that many. But
Actually, what I'll do is I'll just leave it open, and you can log in, rebuild your character from the ground up.
fair enough. That works.
Okay. So what is the damage then?
So you're gonna let me retroactive?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Which means technically I didn't have to spend my thing, but I'll take what I can get. Where the fuck? There we go.
Oh, he was just like, oh, Fairview? Yeah. Yep. He growls in his sleep. His little paws are like,
No.
no. No, but Fairview absolutely
Okay.
dreams in his sleep.
Yeah, he's like this big.
All
His
right.
little paws are fluttering. I can tell his
That is the end of the round.
little beans.
Top of the turn, Solomon. So you are on your butt.
I
He
will.
will growl in his sleep.
Standing up provokes. Crawling provokes.
Anything I do provoke. Dex level though. I'll have kip up.
Ooh, I love Kip Up. Such a great
What's that
ability.
thing where you like wait to go after somebody else?
Delay.
Yeah, you could always delay.
You could delay.
Go after me.
It should like punch you.
I could provoke the guy.
Sure enough. But
Or you could provoke an attack.
Yeah.
if he takes it, but yeah.
How good am I feeling? I feel good.
But it permanently changes your initiative to after her.
That's fair.
I stand up.
Okay.
Standing up.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. It's broken.
He's provoking. That's what you said.
Yeah. Crit.
32. No, it's not a crit. Once again, my AC is 23.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
We-
Take that shit away. It's 20 damage, not 40.
Gotta fix that stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't do it often enough to remember that.
You
Oh,
like,
yeah, right.
like
I have no
a
way of
shield.
adding it.
Basically, you can like equip it like a shield, and then you can like raise your shield.
There's an effect I can just put on that'll be like AC1 is literally the code. And whenever he does it, he clicks it and then it disappears. Actually, doesn't it drop at the beginning of your round, of your turn? Like a shield?
Oh yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you created me.
He created it.
I'm standing up, so.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Tell with a crit.
He is.
Yeah, 40 points of damage.
And I
That's right, it
need.
does end at the start of my turn.
Yep.
I'm healing. Cover me.
Also,
No, okay.
Awkward Mancer did
Have that medic
re-heal, so
level.
there is a medic out there.
As I'm standing up.
So Gwen could yell medic for tweak and get 11 points of healing.
Fuck that. Create's not an attack range. As I'm standing up, I yell medic.
Keith, I need you to make me a fortitude save, please.
KingMaker just healed Solomon for 19.
I still yell medic as I'm standing up.
You want Awkward Mancer too?
Yep, fair enough.
You are really, really hurt. He's like 14 hit points.
I was trying to figure out how to do a
And Awkward Master did 11, right?
for a 3 action,
26.
but tweak is 5 feet out of my range.
You feel from that bite the saliva coursing in your blood.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, I can fix that. Yeah, I can't. Turns out I can't cast it on him unless he's willing. It's a willing creature.
Well, he's
Cleanse affliction.
Okay, sorry. So Keith, you stand up. That's your first action. Then you got critted. Then a whole bunch of fucking weird healing hit you.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your second action? Oh, and I got to. Yeah, your prone's gone.
Explain to
Okay.
him that he becomes uncontrollable
He is.
and hurt will attack his friends.
And he is targeted by you.
He is targeted by me.
Perfect.
His
If
friends
you
is
see you're
zero.
turned to a werewolf, and then you could be like a big fuzzy monster who's like, yeah.
Going to attack you. I crit.
Oh,
Nice.
Oops.
And then he'd be the littlest werewolf.
You could be our littlest werewolf.
Yeah.
Send him against our
Extreme.
enemies on tit for tat. On full moons.
Yeah.
Look at all those dice.
it's because he got precision and that critted too, plus all everything else.
And
You know what?
oh, I need 2 actions to ready.
Ready is an action. Oh, you need 2.
You cost 2 actions and
And
you
you-
get an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't ready to As soon as Ordella swings, I run away.
What's your third action then, sir?
My third action,
He himself a
I'm
little.
gonna attack him again.
Ooh, I like it. All right, go for it.
Or
Or
battle medicine myself.
which would be rogue because it's a manipulate.
Yeah, and he already attacked
Okay,
me.
right? Yes, he did. That's
You
true.
gotta do it twice. I'm
Battle
battle.
medicine myself.
Alrighty,
Pulls out advantage, stops himself with it.
right in the forehead.
Yeah.
Buffers not
Are you doing a risky surgery on yourself?
Can't.
I haven't
Okay.
made
You
any.
can't.
Can't do it for battle
No,
medicine.
battle
that's
medicine does not treat wounds.
That'd be funny though. He stabs himself. What?
Get the gauze right in deep.
And then
Just wraps the gauze
I
around
am gonna
there.
go for the expert though.
Ooh, okay.
So
Target yourself.
yeah, I will untarget this guy. Oops, and the flat-footed
I mean, I'm sure he'd love for you to battle
target
medicine.
And
I have to reread our notes and see who all used their. I can't remember if I
I have not used mine yet.
did. I can't remember if I did or not.
There's
Crit.
one. That's crit.
I know I was
That is.
talking about it, but I can't remember if I actually did.
Yeah.
that's that one. Not you.
28 points of healing.
You're fine.
Hey!
Fully battle ready. Ordella.
Alright, where did I put it?
Silly rabbit.
Well, I guess that changes my name.
I'm gonna do a slam down.
Okay.
So you can attack to not go fall off balance, to fall immediately with a sweep to topple them.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack first.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him do it too, and I was like, I didn't do that.
Too bad.
He'll just stand up.
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, you know what? That's okay.
Do it again.
Oh,
You suck like a panther, you like a snake bite.
I'll allow that one.
Okay,
All right, so you hit,
I do my damage.
Ooh, nice.
and I have to add another 10.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
And then
20 points of damage.
I need to try and find, what's it called? Trip?
Yep. You should be under athletics.
Trip. You know what? No. I really want this to work.
Oh,
Okay.
risk taker.
No! I'm so sad.
Oh, it is automatically putting the multi-attack.
Attack 2 on it.
Oh, it is.
Interesting.
So add 5 to her?
Either way,
It's 20. 'cause-
Oh, yeah, right. Never mind.
Still not enough.
Boo. I wonder if you click something to
Probably stronger.
allow you to maybe click your hero points
Oh.
to allow the reroll? Maybe.
Well, can I do it again?
No, this number's still going to be the same.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. What would you like to do for your... That's a 2 action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to do for your third?
Fucking bullshit.
nice still off guard.
Yeah, you could attack again.
I know, but I wanted him to fall down so when he stood up, I could get my attack opportunity, and I'm upset. he didn't.
Yes.
Can't you do it a second time?
You could
No,
attempt
it's
triple.
two
Oh, it's a 2
You
action.
can
You can
attempt triple though.
Oh,
Oh, no, you
need
need
hand free.
Yeah.
Shield and short sword.
Yep.
Raise your shield.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
He's gonna go after me anyway.
Fucking.
I mean, you're all
Oblar.
covered in blood. All right, we're going to start with the sustain,
What are you sustaining?
my spiritual armament.
Ah,
I throw another dagger at him. Missing horribly. Let's reroll that.
Okay.
Try this. Use my hero point.
well, maybe that was your first hero point.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second one. He's used
Well,
to.
he hit on the first one. He didn't need to use
Oh,
it.
he didn't need to.
And then it-
You were right.
Yes, and then it does not add the -5. So that hits.
Okay.
Doing 9 points of.
And then I cast a spell.
All right. What are you casting?
Graces of Faith.
He fails.
Does he cast
Critical
divine spells?
failed.
He critically fails.
Does he cast divine spells?
No,
by any
God,
chance?
no.
I didn't think so, but it was worth a
I
try.
critically failed though.
Critical fail.
Which adds some other
Oh,
stuff.
good job.
And he hits the ground. Does that spell have the non-lethal trait?
Nope.
Sure.
That's bird.
So he goes kersplurch.
He is also stupefied for around here.
He's something, all right.
You see like blood pouring. As
We
I,
didn't want to kill him.
you didn't tell me that.
We definitely talked about it before we went in.
I didn't want to kill him.
We talked about it before we went in.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I still didn't want to kill him.
He just about killed my friend. He did kill
He just about killed me. So
Vienna,
I just said that.
do you wish to do anything?
Does that auto kill him, or could we stabilize him?
Oh, it doesn't auto-kill him, though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can still try to stabilize him with a medicine
Yes.
check.
Okay.
We can
I'm
attempt
gonna
to
worry about
stabilize.
right now.
I don't know, but
playing the druid.
Dude's an
Abomination of nature, and my kitty cat is wounded. I'm gonna
You
go heal my kitty
just
cat.
fell on the ground. You guys got this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go heal my kitty cat. The abomination of nature can wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
I'm not pulling my punches when he just about kills my friend.
That's fair, but also.
And I don't care if he identifies
You're
such.
my friend.
I was gonna say,
And Tweak is fully healed.
Yay! I used my soul stuff.
I figured that. All right.
That's all free.
So he drops to the ground just ahead of Oakland.
ahead of me.
Correct.
Tweak will come back to me. Because that's what he's trained to
If
do.
we're playing him like a...
Yep, we can. Yep.
He's not mean.
Solomon, you could try to stabilize him with a medicine check.
I could try to stabilize him. Are we saving this guy's life? I ask.
Or Della.
Yes, because we don't know if he is like. If
And,
he
and,
knows.
if, and, if,
He's a brand
and
new
if he
hero.
does know,
Then that's different.
what do we do with him? Do we then murder him in cold blood?
I will
Or
temporarily...
do we just let him bleed out and assume that it's been 2 days?
We're discussing this.
Yeah, you're not
He's
here.
killed 2 people.
We're discussing
He
this.
can
I'm
be
only
brand
40
new,
feet
he's
away.
not know what it is. Like he might not know that he's a werewolf. He just wakes up and he's like, "What the
I
fuck?"
suppress my sociopathy, and I will attempt to stabilize him.
Okay.
Also, what if he's not the only one? What if there's more
What's that?
people?
First aid. It is.
He does know, but he refuses the cure affliction. What are you going to do then?
Then we'll fucking talk
You
about
won't
it.
have the answers to any of these ifs until you have the chance to talk.
Administer first aid.
Or we just let him bleed out and go, oh, well.
Bruh, I'm not
I
gonna
administered
fucking
first
die.
aid.
Okay.
I
If you
Staunched
make it
his
straight, if he
bleeding
uses it, I'll kill him
and
myself.
applying pressure to
Okay.
the burns from Oblar's spell.
I will help. I can't. I don't
The
know.
burns.
I'll help you.
don't know, whatever they are.
Whatever
Spirit damage does to
Mental.
the body.
You're going to what?
What you
You're
should
going
just do and put
to
it
do some
in.
Yeah.
brain surgery?
I know that I
staunched
can.
the bleeding from the giant bowl I poked in with my filters for, or the big slash Cordella put in him with her silver sword.
Fair
I just
enough.
made him a little bit more frosty.
It hits with pain when I touch the wound.
Oh, yeah, it's winter.
That are caused by the silver weapon.
Okay. All right. So you managed to basically staunch his wounds.
Yes.
And what do you guys do at that point? We're out of initiative.
Okay.
I just look at you all and pull up the manacles.
Oh yeah, you got manacles.
Well, then you still
We're like, you watch him like tie him up, and you're like, what are you doing?
I didn't know he had manacles.
I
Search enough of your gear to know that you have manacles.
I'm heading to my dad.
I mean, you literally can go to the party thing and see.
You've used them in the past. too.
And I have used them in the
When I
past.
search your gear.
I have used them in the past.
Oh, right.
I should reread this.
Alright, so you put manacles on.
Yeah, I put the manacles on him. I'll take
Alright.
back mine.
Put some manacles on the guy.
Now, where did we
Yeah,
have
you said
to
manacles?
town
I
hall?
only have one.
I tie his feet up.
And as he also drops, he reverts back to a human form. He's in tattered rags.
Now the question is, who else
I
did
tie his feet up as well.
Okay.
See, this is why we can't kill him. We have to talk to him.
And we will.
Or we just wait until the next full moon, and if things happen again, then we'd have someone else to kill.
And we will question him when he
Well,
awakens.
When he awakens in the daytime.
I guess you asked around and asked.
No, he reverted.
Okay.
He reverted back to a very bedraggled and like all the clothing is all ripped and everything. He looks worse for wear. He just got the shit kicked out of him too. So, what? Okay, so when he is awake, what do you guys do?
I'm surprised you're allowing this to happen, Gwen. He hunts down and captures or kills animals
We
for
don't.
profit.
Oh, I see.
I don't like him. I don't like most people.
I did forget
Fair
about
enough.
that.
But I also,
He's just making his ends meet. He's just doing his job.
That's up for the,
Unless he area entirely out of the animals for profit. I don't think she would object too much of it. She doesn't know his hunting practices. He may be.
I pulled out the ledger.
Yeah, but he may
He's
have
still
taken
the
those in
problem.
5 different areas and not killed all of the
well,
animals.
I'm not the only one who's going to need to use furs to keep warm in the wintertime.
Yes, but you also do know that he's selling live animals to
Yeah, I don't
one of the
wanna-
bandits for
So what? You're selling them so people can use them to cuddle for warmth?
the size
You
link.
go ahead and cuddle that tiger.
That's doing.
Okay.
Is he breaking the law?
That doesn't mean I'm going to come up and murder him just
He's
for
harming communities.
I agree. We can't just fucking murder people. We already did that too much.
So there is in the morning, word has already spread
that we got him.
that you got him.
People were just looking out their tents.
We got all
They're
these
pretty
mobs.
well.
And you are gonna have to deal with the people who are
I mean,
not happy right now.
Definitely get like a
People that
myriad.
are not happy because we're left them alive.
They're waiting to see what you guys do with them.
Yeah.
So
But we need to get information out of him.
when he comes to consciousness,
I think we should also call the rest of the council, like Amir
Yeah.
and all them.
Yeah.
They definitely have a say in what we do and like in helping go forward with
and
this.
question him.
Okay?
Do you know you're a werewolf?
Yeah, good first question.
Yes?
How long have you been a werewolf?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
How recently did you become aware that you are a werewolf?
When were you attacked by a werewolf or a wolf?
It's been a very long time.
Do you remember when you are a werewolf and who you may have attacked?
Vaguely? I know I hurt people.
Why have you not?
Taking steps to
Restrain yourself from
confine
trying.
yourself or something.
I've tried. It doesn't work. The animal takes over. It breaks out of the restraints.
Why have you not sought treatment for the lycanthropy? There are treatments.
No one's ever offered.
Did you ask?
I don't hang out in civilization for obvious reasons, he says.
So
You are here and you are causing damage to our society, so we have to deal with you.
you've murdered. Now that we know you've been a werewolf for a while and have taken no steps to cure yourself of this condition, you're a murderer.
I understand that. It's also out of my control. I can't stop the hunt. When the blood moon, when the fever hits,
You've heard it from his own mouth. He has taken no steps to cure his condition.
I've just tried to live my life away from society
Why are you doing
Why did you come here?
because I've been trading in the region. I hope that maybe I could control it, but I can't apparently.
You've murdered our citizens.
And I am truly, truly sorry for it.
Can I do a perception check to see if I think that he actually is, or some sort of check to see if he
See if
actually...
he's lying or not.
It's a recall knowledge technically under deception.
Under deception?
Yep.
Shit, I'm not trained in that.
You can recall knowledge with any skill. It just the amount of information you can get is limited by your training in a certain thing.
I'm trained in deception as well.
No, apparently you have to be trained in deception to get the recall knowledge.
What's the recall knowledge? I can do it.
And I am not.
Where is it?
Skills.
I would imagine it's
Gather
in here.
information, make an impression, request. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
guessing
open it up.
it's... Oh,
That's
no.
only faint.
Yeah, there's no option for recall knowledge.
Do you have a recall knowledge under deception?
Oh, I just rolled deception in the tower. I didn't roll.
Yeah, it's the sense motive action, and you use perception.
Oh, yep. Sorry, that's my bad. I was just looking it up.
Roll that as well.
Yeah, perception has a whole lot of skill, whole lot of stuff underneath it. I'm guessing that sense motive is trained only for perception. But I mean, who isn't trained in perception? NPCs.
Yep.
I don't actually see perception on the activities list.
Neither do
I
I.
don't either. I'm not seeing where you're seeing this, bud.
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 It's got occultism,
But-
performance.
I knew there was a halfling feat that gives you a bonus on it, so I was looking at it. And
Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere on my list here
your
on the...
actions.
Oh, he's doing it on
Yeah.
Path Builder, that's why.
Oh, fair.
Sense direction, sense motive.
Because we're not...
Under
the reason why is-
under skills, roll your perception.
Okay.
It's literally under your skills tab. Sometimes things are not under the activities tab.
No, we know for sure perception is not.
Wait, you want me to do perception, not deception?
Yeah, it's perception under.
It's a secret roll.
It's a secret roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I think I rolled.
Your choose one creature and assess it for odd body language, signs of nervousness, and other indicators that they might be trying to deceive someone.
So under encounter activities, sense motive is right there. Crawl, delay, drop prone, escape, interact, leap, ready, release, seek, sense motive, all that stuff is right underneath.
Okay, that's why I was looking
Yeah,
in the
it's
wrong
not
spot.
Not under perception category.
Yeah, that's why. It's a basic...
It's a basic action.
And you won't get anything from a critical success.
Sorry.
Uh,
I guess that's at the very bottom. Oh,
Yeah, way
basic
down.
actions.
Oblar, you get the feel. Yeah, he is remorseful, and he's not really bullshitting. Or Della, you have your doubts.
That he is remorseful, or
Yeah. Sienna, you're literally right in the middle of the road.
So we just don't know who's in the
I
actor.
could try and sense motive, but
You don't really care.
he
You've made up your mind.
should be dead.
I'm not leaning that way too.
Well, especially considering and he has dealings with the known bandit.
I call a meeting of the small council, i.e., just our PCs, and I pull you together.
We want to include
And
like a mirroring on them
Nope.
to see what they think.
Not on this one.
Okay.
And I quietly tell you, I do have removal fiction. If we truly believe he is remorseful, I can cast it, and he can go about his life.
I do not believe he is truly
Even if we
remorseful.
pass it, he still needs to be held accountable.
I'm just saying.
And as well as
I can offer it to him.
He's a criminal in another way. He's dealing with a known bandit.
Yeah, but
We can offer it to him,
This Eric fella.
but if he refuses, we put him to death. If he accepts, he still needs to be punished for his other actions.
Okay, well, if everyone wants me to offer it to him.
He can,
I
he can
think-
die without being a lycanthrope.
So last night was the last night of the full moon, right?
Correct.
So I have days to cast it on him and knock knock.
Anybody think
I feel
like-
okay.
I have it as well. So
I feel just fine.
Yes.
Sure you do.
We're not going to take chances. We're going to cast it on anybody that we know was bitten.
All right, so we will go back to the main council,
Okay.
and I will offer to cure him of his.
Like if you could do that for me, I would gladly accept it.
The only stricture is that you have to be willing. So I cast it.
Yep.
Choose an affliction on the target, such as curse, disease, or poison. If it has advanced past stage 1 of reduced this stage by 1. This reduction can be applied only once to a given case of
Is there
affliction.
multiple stages of lycanthropy?
There's not.
So I will,
I actually looked it up too. There's multiple stages like poisons and stuff, but not of a curse. And yeah,
I cast Cleanse Affliction on him and target the lycanthropy.
he accepts it, and the lycanthropy is gone.
Auto does the whole thing. There's no counteract thing or anything.
No, there's no roll or anything for
One
it.
stage, and lycanthropy only has one stage.
Correct.
I step back and I say, I think this man was a threat to the community, but that threat has been ended. I believe his actions henceforth should determine his fate, but that is my say. I will abide by the decision of the council.
And I will state that he has other crimes he needs to pay for.
Including the crimes
He
of
looks at
murder,
you.
two
What
of ours
crimes?
and-
Dealing with
Dealing with
bandits.
You killed 2 of our citizens.
Yeah, I agree.
Your own
And-
states that you have been dealing with criminals and selling animals into slavery.
Everyone deals with criminals around here.
Technically,
I
he's
don't
know
not
what you're
part of our
talking
kingdom, so he's not subject to our.
Yeah, actually, he says criminals. Who's a criminal?
Well, that Eric is a known bandit.
Yeah, there's tons of people who are known bandits around here. This place is full of it.
I look at you.
And
Dealing with them.
Where's
your secret policeman?
I mean,
I am dealing with them.
Kundal also looks at you and says, "There really aren't bandits around here anymore since you guys killed the Stag Lord. There's nothing organized that I know of.
Who's Eric?
No, it's one of the schmucks that used to hang out with the Stag Lord.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lindsay identified.
Yes, but there's dozens of people who used to hang out with the Stag Lord.
A bandit named Eric.
with a really
pretentious
At
selling of his name.
this moment right now, I don't care about the other people. We are here to deal with you and what you have done.
I fully cop to the unfortunate deaths of the 2 people. Will be forever haunted by that. But dealing with bandits, that's up to the person who views it. I know Eric as Eric.
And the animals?
I'm a hunter by trade.
Not talking about that. The ones you sold in specifically.
Give us Eric's location.
He says he's in this area right here and points to some part of the map. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't read that part,
We
but
would have the maps and stuff. 'Cause we
yeah.
copied from the-
I personally, as DM, does not know exactly where that
We'll
part
get
is.
Eric's
No.
Location off of him, and
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
we can go after the real criminal in this. And
Some guy wanted them for, I don't know why, but he wanted them alive, which is really weird. But I used my nets and my snares and got him a couple of the hounds and a tiger and a really big boar. If that's the laws of your land, I can deal with that. So I can still hunt and trap, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Within reason.
Well, yeah.
Anything excessive is not okay.
Nope. I just make enough money to get by, he says.
And our people do need supplies. However, stay there.
We are also not the only voices who needs to be heard.
okay, so here we step out of your shot
Yep.
again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
What is
He-
appropriate punishment?
He did murder these people, but he did say
looking at his testimony, he has said that he
He is remorseful.
is remorseful.
He's willing to accept the limitations.
Do you think he's remorseful? Cordella's not sure about it, and she said so. But he also did. I heard him say he did try to by keeping himself out of human areas, but then he came to our town near the full moon and killed 2 of our citizens. So his steps of preventing murders with his lycanthropy
You don't demonstrate the best decision making.
are but he's also probably a drunk.
The other issue.
One of the things you think of is he could, the one thing you know, because you guys rolled enough on your nature and stuff, the drunkenness could be more a side effect of him coming out of the bestial form, and he looked drunk because he was stumbling around and stuff. So you think absolutely he could be drunk, 100%, or it could also be an aftermath of transforming back.
Yeah. And
So
the drunkenness could be
exhaustion, etc. Yeah, because one of the things you do notice, you do know, especially Sienna, is that when a person comes out of a werewolf form, they are actually exhausted for a while and disoriented. Very much so. Yeah, most of the time you've heard that they just basically wake up in the middle of the woods,
Yeah, I saw
You know,
a werewolf in London.
blood everywhere, and you're not sure why, right? Type idea.
The crux of this discussion is ultimately, and what is our law in the kingdom going to be? Because it's not fair for us to say that this guy gets executed for murdering people, but someone else maybe gets off. So this is where we need to put this down in solid writing, what the laws of our kingdom are. What is the punishment for murder?
Well, I will always say this, in the words of Jean-Luc Picard: laws cannot be just if they are absolute.
And I guess that's the other question.
Yeah, Carl's like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know the mob of peasants outside probably want them dead.
So I would say this in terms of modern parlance. This is not murder one. He did not premeditably. An argument could be made that by not removing himself from this area, maybe it could be considered premeditated. But I would think this is not premeditated. This is murder too. Do we have the
We don't have a prison.
do you have the distinction, the
I think-
expediency to distinguish between the two?
Well, I think every situation is going to be different, so we have to judge it based on that.
Okay.
I think this is the first time we've had to deal with something like this.
I just think like he knowingly came into the camp, knowing that he would hurt people. He said that he's hurt people in the past. And when we asked him, like, why did you come during the full moon? He was like, well, I was selling my stuff. Like, you couldn't just wait 3 extra days to come to, like, our camp full of people. Like, I feel like it was a mistake to offer him the affliction in the first place. I think we should have, like...
But the main reason I did offer it is because we don't know what happens to
Check where the dice are.
lycanthropes when they're killed. For all we know, he just remains dead for a month and then comes back. By removing that, he's just a normal human. He's dead.
Okay.
Accidental
But-
murder.
So if
We'll
you
call
at
it
this point, we don't count for that.
unintentional
Correct.
accident.
Or is
Then
murder
I
murder
think
murder?
that we should have, like, a public...
No, there's extenuating circumstances, right? You punch someone too hard and kill them. Different.
I think as a
and-
council, we
And
discussed
do we
it.
involve the full council?
Either
Full council.
jail time, prison time, indentured servitude is also an option as well. Like they have to work to restore
as a whole, besides like, what happens to the village, or, like,
what you figure the value would be.
Yeah, we do have.
It's a horrible way to put it,
This
but
sets a
that's
precedent.
an option as well.
Something
But you know,
happens
it's
in
not
another town
like
that we control,
just like
because
a serial killer
responsible
is
for
execution.
settlements coming in.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they're all the
Do
same.
we then leave it in the hands of the
Sit
town
away
council,
and go do
or
it.
does it have to come to the kingdom
Okay.
council?
Let's come to the kingdom council, I would say.
Is it what?
As we get bigger, there could be a lot of murders.
You got nothing.
I see.
The only thing he had was the bow
Effectively tying
and
up
the
all our time dealing with
the journal.
that.
and
Or
some
we could
ratty ass
have
clothes.
appoint people. I understand we can have like magistrates and stuff
Yeah.
that would have our power.
He's
So we're not going to leave it in the hands of the locals. We're going to leave it at the kingdom level and
Correct.
our appointed
And keep
officers
himself
then.
out of
Going
civilization.
forward, because we're not be able to deal with everything on our own once the population.
I guess,
grows.
yeah, we're not going to be on every council, is what
Okay,
you're saying,
so
right?
the wording for our law is going to be that
Somebody better fucking write this down.
the royal council which is us, not the small council, but the royal council,
Okay.
renders verdicts on murder cases or our designated agents thereof.
Right. Okay.
Straight out of Ordella's mouth.
Have to deal with
The
everything.
Queen's mouth.
So it comes down to that. In this case, the council will deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't be just the small council, it'll be the full council.
Okay.
And we will abide by the decision of the council. Do we just want to make it a majority vote to make it easier? Or do we have to convince everybody?
I think we should make it a majority vote.
It'll be your guys' choice. Lindsay and Mary and them. I'm not going to role play all of their things because that's 4 different people, 5 different people.
I just want to make sure specifically that
Solomon takes
that
me in front of the
Valerie
screen and says,
is
"My
okay
queen,
with the route that
what
we're
is your
Yeah,
decision
if
on
there's a
murder?"
specific NPC that would have a strong objection or a strong
Yeah.
push towards a particular direction,
Like, we want to know.
Yeah.
Mary as warden thinks kill him.
Okay.
Valerie as the general would side with whatever you decide.
It's not like the situation
No.
with the bandits.
No. Lindsay as a counselor, council's leniency, just because of the extenuating circumstances of he was in a blood frenzy. It's not like he went and just stabbed some guy in the middle of the town. And Jubilost is like, sorry guys, I am way too new at this.
He's like,
I woke up.
I abstain.
Knock knock is licking his kookeries.
Knock's part of the council.
You tell that to knock knock.
He's not. Unless he holds an appointed position.
Exactly.
He's in town every time we meet
He's a
up,
sub-councilor.
We lock the door, he's still there.
Yeah, exactly. Every time you guys close the door to have like your own meeting, you look over, he's in the corner, he's like, hi. You're like, the fuck?
Talking to Lindsay then, like, I like, you know, the town counselor, I'm assuming she's talking to people a lot, and she has like a decent grasp on it.
Yeah, what do the
How
town
does
wants?
she think that, like, yeah, the people
What does the town want?
She said you've taken the situation and you've dealt with it. As in, he's no longer a werewolf. He will no longer kill people. That has relieved a lot of tension in the city. People are just waiting to see how you rule on this.
Indentured servitude.
And I'd like to
No,
involve our
seriously, that
viewers
is the
in
punishment in
decisions.
Greboy for
Unintentional murder.
Okay.
Indentured servitude would be basically he works for the families that he.
until he earns the value of those lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he fucks off and doesn't agree to that, then he's an outlaw. And then we can hunt him down and deal with him.
Yep. And so
Okay.
when you discuss that, you note Lindsay nods and says that would be
Like acceptable.
acceptable to the people at large. She says, I don't think they'd have a problem with that. The worst thing you could do is not do anything and let a werewolf continue hang out.
No longer a werewolf,
Which is great.
And he took the cleanse.
So I think the first indenturement should be to the little girl's family because she was the first victim.
Yeah, Tasaki.
And then the
Okay.
next one should be, which means Knock Knock also has a claim on him.
Knock Knock was not.
But he was assaulted.
Eh, Knock Knock's like
I'm also like not.
Knock Knock's like I've taken worse
I'm just letting
by
know.
you. Actually, he says.
I'm just
No, you don't get it.
Who wants to use it?
Tweak walks over and litter boxes them.
So he can work as a scout and a hunter, and the proceeds from his hunting
beyond what is his basic upkeep.
is divided amongst the two families who lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Who lost
I'm okay with that.
people.
He and Kundal's actually fine with that.
Bro, you don't have a fucking choice. Like,
No, he does, but
it's death or this.
He doesn't want to be an outlaw in this area, it's best he serve his sentence. Okay, so punishment will be indentured servitude to the families of those he killed.
Well,
I mean,
dude,
Duration.
we found him in less than 24
Yes.
hours.
Then
How we could drag him so
I
quickly.
don't know what,
We set a value
what a
of what-
hunter earns.
We set a value
On a
on
monthly
what
basis or whatever.
a person's life is worth to their family, and we.
That seems cold.
But that's the only way to do it. If we're making reparations by his income, then you gotta do
It has
that.
to be done.
you know
does.
that this could be years long sentence. He understands This is years long sentence. He understands
So-
he ain't working for a month and then walking away.
Do we want to use Rostof's guide and we just handwave it and say whatever Rostov sets it
We
on?
would review what they have in their laws, because it's certainly
Yeah.
a guide to go by.
Yep.
We still have to-
But I'm just saying we as a group don't necessarily have to say he has to make 3. We can just say equivalent to whatever Rostov has for indentured servitude.
Yep.
Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
And then we're not necessarily setting a specific time.
Yep.
Just at some point in the future.
And this will fade into your kingdom's background of stuff. It's not like you're going to be fucking tracking his stuff. That won't happen.
So we'll make that the punishment for unintentional murder or non-willful murder. I still think if someone knowingly and willingly kills someone, death.
Well, it's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're
But-
gonna have, everything is going to have to be case by case.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we're setting our laws to be. Is there's a difference between intentional murder and unintentional murder. So basically, manslaughter versus murder, and I think that's a wise way to do it.
So that is our Queen's decision. We will be serving in indentured servitude until your earnings
Are we actually
are equal to the
No.
like. Yes, we chose monarchy.
No, we
chose
didn't.
council.
We chose council.
We chose a monarchy
Not
with
Hang on.
Ordella as our ruler, but we are working it
As like
as a group of equals.
You guys are an
We're not telling
oligarchy.
anyone. Oh, we chose oligarchy?
Your government is your nation is ruled and determined by a council of influential leaders who make decisions for all others. Yeah.
We just happen to call
I also
her.
thought
Yeah.
we chose monarchy. So
Yeah.
thought we chose monarchy, but we were just gonna.
No,
like,
it's an oligarchy. It's a ruling thing, but someone has to be the head ruler. And that's you,
So that's
because you're ahead taller than everyone else.
You also have the
in the name of the Queen's Council.
You actually
That's what we
wanted,
did.
nobody else did.
Yeah, you went with a grant charter and an oligarchy government.
So you're first among equals.
It was the way your stats changed. Your culture, economy, loyalty, and stability were changed because of that.
Basically, you're first among equals. You're king or
You're the prime minister.
I remember how we explained it now.
Yeah.
I was like, I needed examples. And I remember I did.
So your word kind of carries a little bit of weight, but not enough to tip the
I'm
balance.
King Arthur.
Yeah. So.
Counselor, emissary, general, magistrate.
Yeah, we have a ruler.
Are you gonna have identity crisis on us? Do I need to reflect on you?
What's it called? My
You have a fancy hat.
my alternate identity is King Arthur.
Yeah, we have a ruler, but
Okay, so did I take this down correctly? Kingdom Council will can
You're
act
just
in
the front.
cases or are designated representative to allow for kingdom growth.
Okay. That works.
In the case of the werewolf, we have cured his lycanthropy to ensure he is no longer a threat. He has accepted the condition placed on his future hunting. Punishment will be indentured servitude to the families of those he killed, providing reparations using Restov's guide for amount.
Yep.
If he tries to flee and does not fulfill these conditions, he will be branded an outlaw in these lands.
Correct.
that is every hand turned against him,
Yep.
and he will be hunted down
Actively hunted.
and killed.
And like I said, we found him in 24 hours. We can find him again.
Yeah.
Yay! How are we doing for time?
We are right pretty much where we're going to be. So,
Because we're supposed to finish early.
yeah.
To your
Hang
plan.
on 1 second.
Even on a jet plane.
So we'll do a little bit of
I know
research.
exactly when I'll be back again.
So we'll do a little bit of research and find out who we're going to look at instead of Barnhold and go there. Because I couldn't find anything on Littleton.
Okay.
Like I could not find anything on Littleton.
Yeah, we'll figure
Now,
it
I
out.
didn't go through the Lost Omens books, but that's what I found so far. So,
Clean his affliction, which I spelled wrong.
and yes, Corey.
You guys are in right now. Sorry, you are in. I just got to see which.
Cleansed?
I'm assuming you want your potential lycanthropy cleansed.
You are in Abadius.
Just be on the safe side. So you're refusing our.
Oh, you guys are actually in January, is when you are.
Whatever makes you feel. Whatever makes you feel.
comfortable.
Because the spell won't even take effect unless you're willing. So you can't say.
Gwen, the 15th of Abadius, Abadius. It's basically January.
It was only a small bite.
We'll do the same for.
As you watch me sew my arm back on the battlefield.
Yeah, Corey. We'll also offer knock knock a cleanse affliction,
Yeah, he's good.
and if he doesn't take it, then we'll banish him because we don't want a werewolf in our borders. We'll also try to track down any of his other victims that maybe survived. We'll do a quick.
But we'll also put a notice out saying anyone who thinks they may have been affected by this, who was attacked,
Attacked by a wolf during these dates.
Yeah.
If you,
You must come to town.
must
Yeah.
not seek treatment for this affliction,
Yeah.
so do not endanger any other life.
that works.
Dog or wolf fights.
So that is
Please
our-
come to town and seek.
I have a splinter.
So we said dog or wolf fights.
Sorry, it took me a minute to find my notes. They got hidden behind things.
That-
Abadas, what?
It is the 15th. It is Star Day, which is a Saturday. The 15th of Abadius, Abadius. I've also made an actual note on the calendar. So what we will be doing is in between the next couple weeks. We know Keith is away, but
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
we can.
4,723 years into this calendar, we really haven't advanced our technology at all.
There's a reason for it. Because-
from basically Stone Age.
Well, it also came from the first world. So there was a time shift in between basically Pathfinder 1, Pathfinder 2. And also there's always a really fun little online discussion about why would you need technology when you have magic that can solve most everything. And you do have gunpowder, arquebus, stuff like that. That sort of thing.
Not everybody has magic.
And there has been several almost world-ending cataclysms.
Yeah, literally. So we'll get some time. We're going to do probably another, like I said, 3 or 4 months to get you guys into February, March, April. So at least 3 more. And then we will see how your
Interestingly.
stuff is going. And then, yeah, we get into an interesting part of the game. So I'm going to quickly flip us over to the credits, even though for some reason the credits still are not rolling correctly. We need to do an MVP poll. That's correct. So we're going to fire up the MVP poll. Boop. I mean, you could. You have to see why the credits are rolling properly. And Keith won.
And I didn't even vote for myself.
He didn't even vote for himself. What a nice guy.
I was gonna click on you.
All right, so Keith is going to have an extra hero point when we start, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We'll go over a brief report of how the kingdom turns go, and then we'll get on with the adventure. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.